Round 1, fight!
Hey guys, welcome to our new spin-off series, Tournament Fights Battle. So this is the same tournament fights you know and love, but with a little bit of a twist to it, where we have 4 of us that we each submit 16 things into the tournament, and then our 16 things are going to duke it out, and we're going to go round by round just like we always do it, and determine a winner of this thing. And tonight it's going to be our most overrated movies. So just movies that we can't stand, that other people love, and we just don't get it. We just like why do people love this thing? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna introduce my panel tonight. We got 4 of us that submitted, but we did not have a tiebreaker. We threw in one extra person who did not submit anything. So yeah, but first up, I'm gonna bring in one of my co-hosts, Chris Scott, Casablanca Kid.
What's up, buddy? Doing good, man. Had some bomb Chinese food. I'm ready to do this, man.
Nice.
It's always good. People's lists contain.
It's always better with food in the belly, and you can think
Absolutely.
clearer or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then I'm going to bring in my second co-host, Austin Pez Howell. How's it going?
I'm going to do my John Hurt impression from Big, where he goes, "I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it."
Oh, he was in Big?
Yeah.
Remember, he's the boss guy who doesn't like Tom Hanks. I don't get it. I don't
did
get
not
it.
know this. I love Big.
Yeah.
Big is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking at the toys, and he's like, I don't get it. And he's like,
I don't get it.
Oh,
I don't
shit,
get it.
that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
But
that's what that's the title of the show should be. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yep.
What do you get? I don't get it.
You need like a shrugging emoji, but yeah, our 4th panelist that submitted their 16 overrated movies into the list. We have Malcolm Lay. How's it going, Malcolm?
What's up, Malcolm?
Going good. Just can't wait to do this.
Awesome. And then we have our 5th person that I like to kind of call the like spectator, but he still casts a vote, and his opinion is still very valid in this. So we're gonna bring in Jordan Owens. Hey.
Hey.
I'm voting against anything Chris has now.
Yeah. Just you can vote out of spite on tournament fights. That's allowed.
Sweet.
Yeah. If you can just sit, we can just make fun of all of our
fights. Nah,
yeah,
thanks for having me, man.
back.
I'm here to judge your movies. Let's get to it.
Yeah,
Welcome,
right. Yeah, so
glad you're here, bud.
Thank you.
Well, Jordan, we can kind of jump into it pretty quick because everybody on this panel has been on tournament fights before, so no need to really go in depth on the rules and everything. We'll just stress a little speed so we don't have a 3-hour show like we've been having lately on tournament fights. So I understand this is one of the things where everybody's going to have people's movies at first. We're going to need 30 or 40 seconds to explain their pick and why it's overrated in their opinion. That's fine, and obviously there's going to be 2 of those in each bracket, but once we get all the pleasantries out of the way in that first round, let's plow through and find a winner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the most simple format. If you know what March Madness is, that's kind of how it goes round by round. We just vote.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually it, because we got to scroll over here. I just haven't revealed what the first 2 is. A little tease on the side, but we're not revealing it for like another couple seconds. But yeah. So I will say though that so I got to see everybody's list. I will say, Malcolm, I'm disappointed by your list because I love almost all the movies on your list. So
well, that's the point of that's the point of tonight's show, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I'm probably going to be disappointed in yours.
Yeah. But Chris, I love about half of yours, and I think Austin, I pretty much like agreed for the most part for yours. So that's just what I'll say. But we'll see. So
I think what we'll do, Jordan, is as you reveal them, whoever has the top one, just go ahead and claim it and explain why, and then whoever has the bottom one will claim it and explain why, and then we'll go with the votes. Does that sound good?
Good.
All right. And since it's randomized, it could be somebody's vote.
So we'll
2
start
picks on
with
somebody's
top
list
and start
together.
with bottom, right?
Yeah, go. We'll claim the top one and claim the bottom one.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So just like you said, it was randomized. There could be 2 movies.
It could be 2 of Chris's list. Maybe he's playing both of them, and who knows?
Yep. So, and usually I try to keep it pretty much of a surprise for myself too. Like I just randomize it and I just get out of there. So like I don't really spend any time looking at it or like memorizing what's what, So coming up first though, we're going to have somebody has National Treasure, the Book of Secrets on there. Up against No Country for Old Men. We all know who that one is. Gee, I wonder.
I wonder who.
So who had National Treasure? Who was that? Overrated.
I think there might have been me.
Yep. I think so. So, do you have anything you want to say about National Treasure? Why you don't like it or whatever?
I mean, I just think it's boring. I mean, it just tries very hard to be Indiana Jones. And for some reason, both these movies get praised. I mean, the first one is fine at best. The sequel is just terrible.
All right. Well, fair enough. And then we all know who the bottom one is, Chris. You want to talk about
No Country for Old Men? I went into this blind. I did actually see it in theaters. I didn't buy the villain going around with the cow punch. That was the most stupidest weapon. Another one of the stupid scenes in that movie is if he's supposed to be this badass killer, why does he have a showdown in a gas station openly with this guy?
Yeah.
Because supposedly, if he lives, then he knows and he can see his face. It's the dumbest scene in the world. Also, one of the dumbest scenes in this world is where he goes upstairs with him, even though he knows damn well this guy's going to kill him. At that point, I'd do anything to take him out, even if I'm just jumping him down the stairs, but I'm going to live. But it was painfully boring from beginning to end, and the ending was even stupider. Yeah. No.
All right. Well, that's fair enough. So we're just going to go around and we're just going to vote for which one we like better. So we're going for the better of the two to see which.
All right. So we start with Mr. Owens down at the bottom. We start at the bottom of the tower like usual. So Mr. Owens, which one of these do you like, if any?
Yeah. Is this the second National Treasure? Which one are we talking about?
Yeah, the sequel. Yeah, the sequel.
All right. I gotta go with No Country for Old Men's the better of the two, probably. National Treasure is fine, it's fun and whatnot, but No Country does have its flaws, a lack of kind of an ending with Josh Brolin, but I'll go with No Country.
Yeah. Malcolm?
I mean, do you need to ask me? It's No Country easily.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You can vote against yours if you want, but I mean, it's kind of like
maybe you don't like both of them, and you'd rather watch your own overrated one over the other one. Like, who knows? It could be a movie you absolutely despise, not just think it's overrated. It could be.
That is true. Yeah. So, but Austin?
I think both the National Treasure movies are really entertaining and fun, so I'll vote National Treasure. Actually.
Chris?
I'm gonna go with National Treasure. Absolutely.
All right, and I'm actually kind of with Chris somewhat. I don't really like No Country for Old Men either, but I don't have the hatred towards it he does, but I'm just kind of, it's all right. It's not that great. So I'm going to go with National Treasure. So all right. I think with National Treasure.
Move on. 3-2.
Moves on. All right. So,
goodbye, you piece of shit.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. But next up, we're going with Pacific Rim. Going up against Paranormal Activity. All right. Well, if starting with the top, Pacific Rim is mine. I can't stand Pacific Rim. Look at just a bunch of oversized, clunky robots moving so freaking slow in the dark, like halfway underwater. You can't see these things. And then the speech from Idris Elba is supposed to pump you up. That thing's the most worst garbage, like non-inspiring scene I've ever heard in my life. And then it's like they end up going through the portal, and it's like, I don't know, it doesn't really make any sense. There's some portal underwater where there's like freaking aliens. Yeah. The whole thing doesn't make sense. I think it's stupid, and I much prefer the sequel, I'll just say, but yeah, that's me.
All right, and Paranormal Activity was mine. I don't understand the love for any of these movies. If you like watching 10-minute video footage of somebody sleeping, then this movie's for you. And if you think that a sheet kind of ruffling lightly in the wind is really frightening and scary, then I'm sure you'll love Paranormal Activity. I don't give a shit. And the fact that they spoiled the ending in the trailer just makes it even worse. So yeah, Paranormal Activity sucks.
Yep. All right. Well, we're gonna start with Jordan.
Malcolm.
Or no.
We just started with Jordan. We go to Malcolm.
Yeah, that's right. We're going up the ladder. Yeah. Malcolm first. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't really get the love for Pacific Rim myself, but I don't hear anyone talk about Paranormal Activity, but I'm going to go Paranormal Activity anyway, because, yeah, it's a better movie of the two.
All right, Austin.
Yeah, well, I like Pacific Rim. I'm a big kaiju fan, so yeah, I like anything kaiju. So Pacific Rim gets my vote.
Yeah. Chris,
I saw Pacific Rim with you, and I hated it. I think I also saw the sequel to it, ironically, and I actually loved it. It was really good.
Yeah.
Wasn't the first piece of shit. Paranormal Activity, and I know you love these, Jordan. They're your bread and butter. But because I hate Pacific Rim, I gotta go with Paranormal. But wait a second, so we gotta move the one that we actually kind of like instead of the one we hate the most?
Yeah. So
you're still voting for the one you'd prefer to watch, basically, over the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, we're for the best of the worst.
Paranormal Activity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
all right.
I wouldn't say that I love the Paranormal Activity movies, but when these movies came out, I was dating this girl at the time, and like she was obsessed with these movies. First time that we watched the first one, she did not see the ending coming, even though it's in the trailer, and like she was on the ground for literally 2 minutes straight, like could barely breathe, and was like scared out of her mind. So just because it seems like something that could actually happen to you, that's why. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it does.
Well, if you believe in that kind of nonsense, sure.
Yeah, right.
But I 100% believe in paranormal. Yeah. You don't? I think that's nonsense too.
I don't.
But
that's like not believing that peanut butter and jelly go together.
That's a completely false equivalency, but that's fine.
Yeah, but
peanut butter and jelly is supernatural. Anyways, sorry, Mr. Owens.
So even though me and thousands of other people's names are on the DVD credits of Paranormal Activity, I was an early backer. I hate that movie. They are boring. I'm not a fan. Hey, Pacific Rim has got its flaws, but shit, dude, at least something happens in the damn movie. I'll take Charlie Day and Idris Elba over anything that doesn't happen in Paranormal Activity. So my vote goes to Pacific Rim.
All right.
Well, I think even with that, though, Paranormal Activity.
And 3-2 for Paranormal. Yeah, moves on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So Paranormal Activity, we're walking on. So next up, we have Sideways going up against Spider-Man: Homecoming. So these ones.
What? Spider-Man: Homecoming? Are you fucking kidding me?
Somebody had that on their list. But first off, who had Sideways?
Me. I had Sideways.
Okay.
I hated it. I was literally one of the most boring movies I've ever watched. And I'm like, great, I wasted my time. I don't think I wasted my time in theaters, thankfully. I think someone rented this or something. That's how I saw it, but still, it was still a waste of my time. I still wanted it back. And if I found this for like $1, I'd probably smash it in the parking lot with a hammer.
Okay. Well, who had Spider-Man: Homecoming?
I had Spider-Man: Homecoming. I hate Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I think he's a little annoying little douche. And the fact that the movie is stupid enough to make Flash also a nerd, but he's still supposed to be a bully, but he's on the same debate class is fucking ridiculous. And like I hate the fact that they had to shoehorn Iron Man in that movie, and he's Iron Spider half the time. It's Iron Man Jr. He's powerful enough as he is. The only thing good about that movie is Michael Keaton, and that's the way it is.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll go on the horn, Austin. You got the first vote, so.
Well, you know my vote.
Yeah. All right. So you're going Sideways.
I've only seen it once, but I'll watch it over Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah. Well, Chris, are you still going to stick with
Spider-Man: Homecoming is amazing. It's a great movie.
Yep.
Anyone that doesn't think so is high on meth. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
My teeth are all intact. I don't do meth.
Oh, well, good. So
Yeah.
it's actually you got some dental work done. All right.
Yeah,
I got
right.
pretty
Yeah.
teeth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, naturally pretty teeth.
You got a pretty mouth, boy.
Mm-hmm.
You got a purry Maya.
Whee!
But yeah, y'all know me. I got a huge Spider-Man over my bed. I think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man, so I got to vote
Absolutely.
for Spider-Man Homecoming. Jordan?
Sideways probably is a decent overrated choice. I don't hate it. I think Paul Giamatti and Hayden Church both give pretty good performances in it. But yeah, I really like Spider-Man Homecoming, so I'm gonna go Homecoming.
Yeah. Malcolm?
Yeah, Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. Spider-Man Homecoming is great.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Well, with that, it's Spider-Man Homecoming. So. But yeah, we're gonna move it on to the next.
It's okay.
We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows going up against Terminator 2. Oh
no, Terminator 1.
Is it Terminator 1? Yeah, I was just trying to think if this person had both Terminators, and they did. So.
But I mean, I did the Terminator both out there, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, and then I did Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadow because I think that's an absolute travesty, piece of trash garbage that completely destroyed my entire freaking childhood of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I freaking hate what they did a freaking April. They make her Megan Fox. They make Vern like a stupid, just nothing like the cartoon. The turtles look stupid. They look like some aliens out of nowhere. There's only one scene that I liked, and I didn't even like it that much. It's just when they're all in the elevator, and he's like MC Mikey, and they're kind of dancing. That's okay, but that's not even an integral part of the movie or anything. So I hate that movie. So yeah, but we'll go on the horn. We'll start with Chris.
First off, I gotta say I don't understand your hate for that movie. I love it, absolutely incredible.
Only the original.
I mean, but also I don't get the hate for Terminator. I think Terminator is a great movie. Which one do I hate a little more though? I probably hate Terminator a little more only because I watched it almost religiously at my cousin's house. They loved this movie, so I feel like we watched it every weekend. So I gotta go with Ninja Turtles.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Yep.
Over Terminator. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we all make mistakes, so I'm gonna go with the Terminator, hands down, instead of some mutated garbage that doesn't look like a real Ninja Turtle. So, Jordan.
I don't know if Out of the Shadows is overrated. I feel like a lot of people rate it pretty accurately. It's just okay. Sure. I'm gonna say Terminator of these two, man. I really like the first Terminator. Obviously, it goes kind of bigger and grander in the second one, but I like the little more subdued first one. So yeah, Terminator.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't actually get a chance to explain why. I put the 2 minutes.
Okay, you did skip it.
But yeah, I mean, everyone's everyone goes, "Oh, Terminator is one of the top tier science fiction movies of all time." It's fine. I mean, I still like it more than Teenage Mutant Ninja Out of the Shadows, which I don't think is overrated at all. I think a lot of it it's just rated just fine.
Well, from what I've heard, there's a certain section of the population that likes the new ones, but it's probably more of a younger generation, I would assume. But Austin, what do you think?
Well, Terminator is in my top 64 of all time, so I adore that movie, and I don't understand the whole childhood ruining argument thing for anything, because those other movies and shows still exist. It's not like they took those away from you and said this is what you have to like now. I mean, I don't know. I don't really. No. Yeah, I mean it's just a different interpretation. If it sucks, it sucks. But you could still go watch all that other stuff. I don't know. But
yeah, the thing for me is that I wish they would continue with the original, and because there's a new one, they're not going to continue with the original. That's just my own.
Well, now there's going to be 2 different reboots at the same time, is what I read. It's going to be
right. So hopefully,
I'm excited.
They do it right.
We'll
so
see. Yeah. But Terminator moves on in this one, Jordan. So yeah.
Terminator moving
All right.
on. So next up, we have a Ninja Turtles again. From
Speaking of,
1990. Yeah, going up against The Descent. Is what it
The
is.
Descent.
Oh, The Descent is a pilot. Oh.
So yeah, so I think Chris voted for Descent, right?
Who's got the 1990 TMNT?
Me.
Malcolm, of course.
It'll be Malcolm. So what do you think?
I
Why?
prefer the Michael Bay Turtles over this one. I mean,
Ugh.
I watched these for the
Blasphemy.
first. I watched these for the first time. It's just boring and funny, and I just really don't get why everyone is all up in arms about these original Turtles movies.
Because they're practical, Malcolm. They're suits. It's real people doing real things. It's real
Shredder actually looks like the
karate. It's
Shredder.
real things.
An
The
actual-
Shredder. It's a dude.
And this was
He's
my
doing the
childhood. Like I
Yeah.
saw this movie for the first time in theaters. I saw
And
every
Malcolm
one of these
doesn't
in
like
theaters.
Malcolm doesn't like Jim Henson. Boo, boo, boo.
Well, as I said, I didn't actually watch these in my childhood. I watched these for the first time last year, so that's
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Did you
When you see it
not? Were you
later, that
interested
makes
in
sense.
Turtles? Were you not like?
I was never really into the Turtles.
Oh,
Okay.
that's like my
Well,
life. Okay.
yeah.
Anyways,
Well, Chris, you put The Descent, I guess. It was on your
yes,
list?
The Descent.
Okay.
I remember seeing this in theaters. Didn't really know much about it. Went to it and I hated it. It was really painfully boring, and especially it just kept going and kept going and kept going. Ultimately, I would have been happy if they all just died. That would have been amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, but no, it's a piece of garbage.
All right. Well, host Jordan will start the voting on this one, so I think I know what he's going to vote for.
Yeah, I think everyone knows where I'm going for. I'm going for the Ninja Turtles and The Descent. Like I had to watch it recently for was it a 2000s horror? I think is what it is.
Yeah, because it's 2005.
Yeah. So that and like it was fine. I don't like him crawling around in the dark so much where you can't see half the movie. But I mean, besides that, like it was a perfectly fine B movie. I feel like it wasn't an A tier movie, it's B tier. So so yeah, I'm gonna go with the Turtles. But Jordan.
All right, Owens.
I don't mind The Descent. But yeah, overall, I'm gonna go with the Turtles for this one.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go for The Descent on this. And this is one of those ones like last year at Halloween we watched a bunch of horror movies. This was one of them, and the experience with my friends who were watching this and just music, similar to some arguments we made on the Bruce movies earlier in the week. The experience of watching this with a bunch of people just making fun of it made it more entertaining for me. So that's why I'm going to Descent.
Fair enough. Yeah. Sometimes that actually it does add to your enjoyment. So, Austin.
I like The Descent, but again, that Ninja Turtles movie was in my top 64, so I'll vote for that.
Yeah. Chris.
Turtles.
Yeah.
All right, 4-1 for the Turtles. 4 Turtles, 4 votes.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. All right. Moving on. We have the Grand Budapest Hotel going up against the Hateful Eight.
Ooh, blasphemy.
So I had the Grand Budapest Hotel because I hate everything Wes Anderson has ever created. I think like he needs to retire immediately from filmmaking. He is an absolutely horrible artsy fartsy film director. I don't know who his movies appeal to, like the old people that vote on the Oscars or what, or I don't know what, but so yeah, and out of all of his movies, this one was the worst for me. Like boring, like snooze fest. If I want help falling asleep at night, I'll put on Grand Budapest Hotel. So, but who had Hateful Eight?
I did.
Oh,
Okay.
damn. It's a good thing you weren't on my or you were on my episodes list, weren't you? Oh my god.
So I hate this movie. Thankfully, I did not have to. Yeah, I think I rented it or whatever because I was excited to see it because I love Tarantino. But I hated this movie. Literally, we're just trapped in a cabin for hours and hours and hours, like just talking. And the ending is horrible. And the whole fellatio in the snow scene.
Yeah.
What the hell?
The fuck are you talking about?
Here you go.
You don't remember?
What did to you? He did a lot. Put me in.
Where
Oh,
he-
that's right. In the flashback.
Yeah.
The flashback. Yeah. Yeah, but the whole thing is you don't know if that's true or not, man. Like he could be making it all up.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of that.
Oh.
Well, it is very.
Yeah, he's
dialogue
like
heavy, I will say.
he's making the guy, he's pissing the dude off because like talking about his son. Like you don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated that movie.
Anyways,
The ending ended, and I was like, "That's not a Tarantino movie." Yeah.
all right, Mr. Owens, you're up
We
first.
applauded because it was over, not because it was good, because it was over.
Yes.
Well, Jordan, you asked what artsy fartsy people like Wes Anderson. I kind of do, and I really like this movie. I dug Grand Budapest Hotel, man. It was up my alley. I think there's a lot of really subtly funny parts. Fantastic cast. He's been able to put some really great cast together for his last several films. I'm looking forward to his next one that got delayed. So I'm going Budapest Hotel.
All right. Malcolm?
I'm actually with Chris here. I think Hateful Eight is boring. And
Okay.
I'm also one of those artsy fancy people that love Wes Anderson. And so
Right,
yeah,
all right.
He's
and I
artsy, I'm
really
artsy.
and I love really
There's some people
love.
that- there's some people that like all those right angles and weird colors he uses. So.
Yeah, and I really love Grand Budapest Hotel, so that's what I'm going for.
All right. Austin?
Well, here's another one that's in my top 64, and really, Hateful Eight's probably my top 20 to be honest. Like I adore the Hateful Eight. It's Tarantino dialogue, which is fucking great. That's what he does, and the characters are amazing. I like hanging out with all the characters in the cabin because they're awesome, great actors, great everything. And I don't like Wes Anderson either. I just don't have enough passion to hate Wes Anderson. Like it's just whatever. Like I just don't like his. I don't like his movies either, but I'm not overly passionate about hating it. It's like whatever. He's just there. He does his own thing.
Yeah.
So Hateful Eight.
Right. Well, Chris?
This is a weird take for me because I also hate Wes Anderson movies as well. But this is one of the weird ones that actually I kind of liked. I watched the first one with my wife and watched the sequel. They were decent. They were good. They weren't the usual Wes Anderson bullshit. Yeah, it was good.
Right.
It's a fun movie. Yeah.
Usually it is bullshit, yeah. Right. But yeah, I gotta go with the Hateful Eight. Like I think that that's all right. Like I will say that it's like way too dialogue heavy. Like it's like come on, get to the action or
Dialogue heavy. That's what he does.
That's what
Yeah,
Tarantino
but
does. It's like all of his movies.
Once upon a time in
Tarantino,
Hollywood
his
had shit
dialogues.
happening. This
Well,
had
No, it didn't.
nothing
Once upon a
happening.
time in Hollywood is all talking for 3 hours.
Oh, it's
Like
not?
that movie doesn't have anything happening until the last act.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Shit happens. This doesn't. Nothing at all.
Well,
What are you
like
talking about? Hateful Eight has way more action than Once Upon a Time. Way
this
more.
movie too, like it's like old timey talking too from the old west, but they're using really old time talking, like the oldest of the old west. So I'm
Yes.
like, so, but yeah, I vote Hateful Eight, but I think
All right,
I'm
Grand
gonna go
Budapest,
back.
3-2. Yeah.
Grand Budapest moves on. All right. So we're gonna move to the next. The Life
More
Aquatic.
Wes
Gee,
Anderson.
another Wes Anderson. What a surprise! And then going against Quantum of Solace. So
Oh my
of course,
gosh.
Is Quantum of Solace
No.
Is Quantum of Solace overrated? I feel like it's perfectly rated near the bottom
that's
of
a
the
very
James
It's
point.
a
Bond movies.
horrible, horrible film. Ugh.
Yeah, but
yeah,
like
so-
I think most people agree with
Yeah.
that. But
It's known as like the worst Craig.
Yeah.
it's known as like probably the worst Craig movie and one of the worst Bond movies. Okay.
well, even
Okay.
so,
All
it's
right.
on the list, but of course I had the Life Aquatic because this movie came out like this is like kind of like the beginning of me first checking out Wes Anderson and then like like Bill Murray in like a cool underwater submarine movie, and then I'm like that was the worst piece of trash garbage I've ever seen in my entire life. So boring. The dialogue was stupid. They're not doing anything. They're just down there talking and like not doing anything. And I'm just like, what the heck? Like I don't even know what the point of that movie is. I don't even know what that movie is even about. I don't even know what the plot is after seeing it multiple times because I've even given it a second chance and I still couldn't do it. So yeah. Then Chris, you want to tell us about your Quantum?
I hate Quantum Solace. And from the beginning with him crying at a bar over a woman he lost, come on now. Bond doesn't do that shit. Come on now, we're talking about Madam Your Majesty's Secret Service is perfect version of what James Bond actually does. And no, I think Craig is an awesome Bond. And yeah, dude, I agree, man. Life Aquatic was my first like So I saw this movie in theaters. I don't remember who I saw it with, but I absolutely hated it. I wanted my money back, and it was boring. I agree with you, Jordan. I don't know what the point of this movie is, but
The cast couldn't even say
I
that.
would watch a horrible Bond
Well,
movie over that.
Hold on. Let's go in order. Let's go in order.
You're right. Sorry.
All right. Hang on, Chris. Hang on. I know you're passionate, Chris. Hang on. Hang on,
I
buddy.
apologize.
All right. Malcolm's up first on the tower. So let's get Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, I do like Wes Anderson's movies. I said it before, but I do like Quantum of Solace a lot more than Life Aquatic. So going Quantum of Solace.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, and I haven't seen Life Aquatic. Like I said, I'm not really passionate about seeing Wes Anderson movies. I've seen a couple of them, but I'd watch a James Bond movie before I'd watch a Wes Anderson movie, so I'll vote Quantum.
All right. Chris?
I'd watch this horrible movie over Life Aquatic any day. So, yeah.
Hey,
Despite picking it, he picks it.
And a bottle of Jack.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and I would never watch a Wes Anderson movie if you paid me, so I will go Quantum of Solace. So, Jordan?
Yeah, despite just trying to defend Wes Anderson, yeah, this is one that's too artsy-fartsy for me, actually. I'm not a Life Aquatic fan. And yeah, so oddly enough, I too will be voting for Quantum of Solace, words that I never thought I would say.
Right?
Hey, but the SNL parody where they parodied a trailer of a Wes Anderson horror movie was amazing.
That was hilarious.
Yeah,
that was hilarious. The horrifying coterie of mass intruders or whatever it was called, was hilarious.
Yeah.
So really good.
Maybe Wes Anderson should try his hand at
should do a horror movie. You should do a horror movie. I'd watch it.
You should, yeah. But next up we have Secret Life of Pets going up against The Village.
All my movies must be on the other side, I guess. It's going to be all my movies on the other side.
Well, my movie's A Secret Life of Pets. I'll say that.
Oh.
And who had The Village?
I had The Village. I saw this movie in theaters, and I kept hoping, for an exciting end, and it was just horrible. Literally, I wanted my money back at the end, and ever since this movie, I have never, ever seen another M. Night Shyamalan movie, and I don't need to. So this, yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, The Secret Life of Pets. So this is the thing. So I saw this at an early screening when I was working at a movie theater. I'm I'm not a pet person. I don't care what your cat does when you're not around. I don't care what your dog does. I want to see your stupid cat pictured or your dog pictured or any kind of pet picture. I don't mind. I'm going to be nice to pets. If I go to someone's house, I'll play with your dog or your cat, but I'm never going to own a pet. And I have had pets because my parents chose to buy them growing up, and my siblings did. But it's I don't care. I don't care what little Fluffy's doing or little Spot or anything. No, don't send me that because I have no interest. It's not like I hate animals. I just don't really care about what they're doing. And they're not cute to me. They're just there. They're just animals. So.
Well, you haven't met my dog, Jordan. You'll meet my dog eventually. You'll fall in love.
Right.
Have you talked about the movie yet, or are you just talking about your hatred of animals? So
he's just talking about his hatred of animals. He literally hasn't talked a second about the movie.
Hey guys,
his rant had nothing to do with the movie.
Yeah, nothing to do with the movie.
No, I like going to the zoo. That's fine because it's like animals that are supposed to be wild, and you get to see what they're actually like. But pets, though, that's the thing. I'm just not a pet person. So, Jordan.
Okay. All right, I'm up first this time, so okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, Pets was okay. I'm not over the moon about it. It's fine. And The Village, I think for the most part, for the first 2/3 of it, is fairly well done. It just kind of falls apart at the end, but I think the tension that builds up is pretty good. It just has a bad ending, so I'd rather watch The Village.
Yeah. Well,
easily A Secret Life of Pets. I don't get a hate for this movie. I loved it, and the sequel was even better.
I know you're a big pet person, so that's why.
Yes, I am. I love cats. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, for me, I'll just say that The Village definitely had a twist. I won't say it was a good twist, but it had a twist. So, but even despite that, I can't pick it over Secret Life. I mean, no, I can't pick Secret Life of Pets over The Village, so I got to go. So, Jordan.
Well, unlike Jordan, a pet never like bit me when I was a kid, or something deep and dark happened there.
Yeah,
We'll have to discuss later.
They just stink and they shed, and they're just.
I'm gonna go with Pets, man. It's a pretty fun, cute movie, man. I was looking forward to the sequel when it came out because of how much I kind of dug the first one here, man. It's a fun ride, and I guess I am a pet guy. I don't know. I like the movie anyway.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I personally don't think either of these are overrated per se, but I know everyone's got their own opinions about what makes overrated and what all that. But I'm gonna have to go Secret Life of Pets, so I've actually never seen The Village.
You saved yourself.
All right.
It's not as bad as people make it out to be, dude. Other than the ending,
it is.
It's fairly well done.
It is.
So what is the vote at? Are we at
3-2 for Pets. 3-2 for Pets. Yeah.
We're gonna put Pets. Moves on. All right. So next up, we have Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, really?
Going up against Top Gun.
What?
So here's yours. Here's yours, Austin.
These are both mine. Yeah. So
you can decide which one.
Top Gun.
Top Gun. I don't understand the love for it. It's like most of it's fairly boring. You're just watching people in a cockpit, and it's like this overly macho like nonsense. Like they're just speaking nonsense macho words like the whole time and high fiving. I just don't understand the love for the movie. I just think it's a little overrated. And yeah, like way homoerotic. Like, okay, that's fine if that's what you're going for. And Thor Ragnarok, I just don't like it. I think the humor is corny as hell. I think they turned Thor into a clown. They turned Hulk into a clown. Like all these characters that I love, they turned into clowns, and they just don't take anything seriously. I'm not a fan of Thor Ragnarok from the opening. Him just making jokes like for no reason, just joke. Oh my God, shut the fuck up! Like, just do something. And the fact that it has one of the worst things in the MCU ever. He gets taken down with a taser. The God of Thunder gets taken out with a taser. Like, fuck that.
Yeah,
that's stupid. You can't defend that.
Was Chris up first, or forget the order we're at?
The order, Chris is up first. Yes.
So I don't get why you hate Thor Ragnarok. I love this movie. I thought it was a great.
Well, he can take the full force of a neutron star, but a little taser on his head takes him out. But yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
But Top Gun, I don't get that, especially. Like, it literally has one of the greatest soundtracks of any movie ever made.
Fuck 80s soundtrack.
Hands down. One of the greatest movie soundtracks ever made. Literally, it's thebomb.com from beginning to end. I didn't get it when I was younger. I was in your camp, but as I've kind of gotten older, I've rewatched it several times, and I love it. It's a great movie. Absolutely going to vote for Top Gun.
It's a nice little mashup of the two.
Yes.
For Thunder, or some people going back at me about pets, like, hey, my dog's cute, right?
Yeah, right.
Maybe.
Chris, what did you vote for?
Top Gun, baby. It's going forward.
Okay. All right, Jordan.
For me, I don't really understand like the hate against Thor, but I do kind of understand it about Top Gun, because it's like people in these cockpits are not really even at war; they're just playing like some kind of games. Like
they're just playing games the whole time. It's dumb. There's no stakes.
Yeah, and there's a lot of it I don't really get, but I think Tom Cruise does elevate that movie. But the rest of it, I don't know. Like not even Val Kilmer really does much for me. I don't know, but so. But I don't hate Top Gun. Like I do like it, but like it has too many homoerotic tones, from the volleyball scene to like when they're in a meeting and they're like, this guy.
There's nothing homoerotic about that movie. It's just
go watch that volleyball scene and tell me otherwise.
Oh, you're being weird about the movie. I mean, now setting modern terms to a great '80s movie.
Yeah, but I got to go with Thor Ragnarok though. Like I thought that it was absolutely awesome. Like I do get a little nervous though with like too many jokes, because like I liked Guardians of the Galaxy, but then Guardians of the Galaxy 2 got too jokey, and then Thor Ragnarok's getting jokey, and now they're going to combine Thor with Guardians. Is that going to be like nonstop joke after joke?
It's going to be unbearable.
Yeah, right. But Jordan, what do you think?
I think Top Gun is a bit overrated. I don't know, maybe just it's not nothing I grew up with, so I do agree with that. I can't follow you on Thor Ragnarok though, man. I love Thor Ragnarok. You know, when it's funny, it works. It's the most interesting Thor's been. It's the reason why no one really likes the first two, and now we're super excited for a fourth. First time in the MCU that we're getting a fourth movie with one particular character, and there's a reason for that. So Thor Ragnarok all day for me.
Yeah, but don't ask John Roca about Top Gun. That's his favorite movie of all time. So
I love you, Roca.
I want to throw that in there, but yeah, we love you though. But
don't tell him I said it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I take it as a personal attack that you picked a Taika Waititi movie when I'm on the panel.
Yeah, come on.
No, here's the thing though. I love What We Do in the Shadows, and Jordan knows that. Like, What We Do in the Shadows is awesome. Like, I think that's one of my favorite comedies ever because it's a straight comedy. It's not turning some of my favorite heroes into clowns. That's why I love it.
I mean, I love Full Ragnarok. Full Ragnarok is what I'm voting for easily. And it's just one of those ones like in most versions of Thor I've seen, whether in the cartoons and stuff, he's actually been on the more comedic side as like. So yeah.
All right. Well, Austin, you got to pick one over the other. So
if I had to pick one, I'll pick Top Gun. So because it looks good in 4K.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You own it in 4K, but you hate it? What?
Yeah. Well, no, Chris, do you not understand? I have 2,000 movies over there. I own everything. The whole thing is like I didn't really like Top Gun, so I bought it in 4K to give it another chance, like recently, and then like I still didn't like it. So I'll give it a chance.
Well, you can send it to me. I'll give you like $10 for it.
Yeah. Right.
I'll Venmo you $10 and you can have it. All right?
Yeah.
Take
Well,
off
I
your hands.
think Thor Ragnarok though makes it into
3-2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm happy about that one. I love that movie. Oh.
All right. Well, moving on to the next. We have Training Day.
Ooh, I love Training Day.
Tropic Thunder. So for me, I had Training Day, but who had Tropic Thunder?
I had Tropic Thunder.
Of course he did.
Right. Yeah. Well, for me on Training Day, like this movie, it's just like it's probably one of the ones that out of the movies. Out of all the movies on my list, this might be the one that I hate the least. But still, like I just can't stand Denzel Washington's character. Like he's a bad guy from the beginning to the end. There's no twist. There's no thinking like someone's gonna be good and they're actually not. Like he's just an asshole the whole entire time. A straight up asshole the entire time, and he annoys me. Like there's no redeeming qualities about him whatsoever, and he's supposed to be this cop that you're supposed to think is a good guy, but you never think he's a good guy. You know he's a bad guy.
You're not supposed to think he's a good guy. That's why you're with Ethan Hawke, who's the good cop.
At all.
Hawke is the good cop. He's the bad cop. That's the point of the movie.
Yeah,
he's teaching him all the wrong things. That's the point.
Right.
But they kind of play it out to be like he's this badass.
No, they don't.
He's like a good guy.
He's bad from the beginning, like you said.
So
he's bad from the beginning. That's the point. He's teaching him all the wrong things. It's why it's a bad Training Day.
Right.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I don't really like how they do it overall. Like I like Denzel Washington. I don't like the way that they wrote the movie.
Oh, I love this movie.
Also.
I love this movie so much. Oh.
Anyways, go down to Malcolm. Sorry, go ahead.
That's the one that I hate the least on my list. So I will say that. But
okay.
But Malcolm.
Yeah, I just don't get why people like Tropic Thunder. To me, it's just unfunny. Like the movie trailer parodies aren't even that clever either. And I think Tom Cruise is really annoying in this.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I believe I'm up first, right?
Yeah.
I got to go Tropic Thunder. I thought it was hilarious. I'm not a huge fan of Tom Cruise. But I think that the only reason why people kind of like rave over that character is because it's so different than anything he's ever done before. But beyond that, though, I think the movie's great. Like I think it's hilarious. I think it's fun, and Robert Downey Jr. got away with doing blackface, and he still gets away with it to this day. Nobody's going after him. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Tropic Thunder. Jordan.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup because they're both so different movies. I think they're both really good movies as well here. I'll just go with what comes to my heart, which is Tropic Thunder. I think it's hilarious. I love it. There's even like a documentary on the DVD that's also just as funny. And yeah, Tropic Thunder.
All right, Malcolm.
Training Day.
All right, Austin.
Yeah, we got 2 Oscar-nominated films here. So yeah, but I'll go Training Day.
All right, Chris.
I'll go Training Day. I think Tropic Thunder is just okay. I don't get the love for it.
Yeah.
All right, 3-2 for Training Day, Jordan.
Training Day. All right. So, sounds like something. So, all right. So next up, we have You Don't Mess with the Zohan versus 2001: A Space Odyssey. So I think we know
both my
who
movies.
picked that one. But are these both you, Chris? All right, you can talk.
Yeah,
about
they're both my movies.
Okay.
So I love Adam Sandler, but Don't Mess with the Zohan is so stupid. It's just I literally was unwatchable. I think I turned it off like maybe 10 minutes in. It was that boring and that stupid. And 2001: Space Odyssey, I've since rewatched it, and I'd rather drink bleach.
All right. Well, fair enough. But I think for me,
Mr. Owens goes first. Yeah.
That's right. I went first last time. Yeah.
Movie fans might be mad at me for saying this. I've never seen 2001, so Adam Sandler gets my vote.
All right. Sounds good. Malcolm?
I mean, I've never seen 2001, and I don't know if I'd say Don't Miss the Zohan Overrated personally, because I think everyone hates it equally. But I'm going to go Zohan because I've never seen 2001.
Yeah. Austin?
Zohan's like a guilty pleasure of mine. I don't think it's amazing, but I kind of have a soft spot for it. It's a guilty pleasure. But 2001 is 2001. I'll give it a 2001.
Yeah.
Stanley Kubrick.
And I hate 2001 more, so I got to go with Adam Sandler. Zohan.
All right. And like this one's tough for me because I've seen them both, but like when I saw You Don't Mess with the Zohan, I was dating this girl, and like she was pretty fine with like most movies we ever saw. She found this movie really offensive, and she wanted to leave. Like all the naked stuff that he's doing, and just like yeah, like it's,
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah, and also like it's offensive.
That's like half of Adam Sandler's movies.
So, yeah,
if you like that movie, I got a real movie called Ridiculous Six. It's right up your alley.
That movie's awesome. Ridiculous Six was great, though.
I'm just saying, like, if you think Zohan's
Ridiculous Six was what?
Yeah,
right. But Chris loves everything, so except for 2001.
Oh, kiss my ass.
Yeah.
His favorite part is Taylor Lautner doing his like retard voice while donkeys are diarrhea and everywhere. So that's his favorite part of the movie.
Yeah. The shooting diarrhea everywhere. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah, it's his favorite part.
But yeah, I gotta go 2001: A Space Odyssey. Like I'm a massive Adam Sandler fan, but even like the Zohan, like it's okay. I don't hate it.
Well, but for the first time in history, a Dennis Dugan directed movie is going to beat Stanley Kubrick.
Goodbye, 2001: Space Odyssey. Die in the trash can where you belong.
I mean, 2001's no Ridiculous Six, man. So I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
We're all going to movie hell.
Sandler.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are.
But anyways, yeah, we're moving on to the next week. We have Arrival going up against Bill and Ted Face the Music. So who had these?
I had Arrival. I used to like Denis Villeneuve, but I think he's gotten a little too up his own ass, and I think this movie is way up his ass. Like the concepts in it, I think are I just found this movie like incredibly boring. I think all the phone calls shit from the future, whatever it is at the end, is stupid. I didn't see the appeal of this. I just think I used to like him. I like Prisoners and some of his earlier stuff, but like, I think he's gone off the rails.
Yeah. But who had Bill and Ted?
I had Bill and Ted Face the Music. I went to this movie excited because I love the other movies, but it was horrible. I didn't buy the kids at all. they were just dumb. I thought the writing, maybe the robot was somewhat redeemable, but that's about it. And I didn't buy the whole stupid ending where they sang a song, which was not good at all. It kind of took a shit on what was great about Bill and Ted.
Yeah. Well, who's up first? Malcolm?
Malcolm's up first on this one, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'd like to get I like the kids in Bill and Ted Face Movie. I'd actually like to get a spin-off movie series directly about them, but I love Arrival more, so I'm going Arrival.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, I'm not over the moon about Bill and Ted Face the Music, but I'd watch it before Arrival, so Bill and Ted.
Yeah. Chris?
I didn't like Arrival at all. I agree with you, Austin. Thought it was painful. But I mean, I would even watch Bill and Ted with their kids. I didn't think I'd vote for that, but over Arrival, yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, I think that Arrival is the definition of this entire episode. It's like, I don't get it. People went to see this and they ranted and raved and said it's like one of the best movies of the year. They absolutely love it. So I went to go see it after hearing all that. I'm like, I don't get it. Like, what's good about this movie? I don't understand it. Like, I don't know anything good about that. I can't even name you one good thing about it. So, I mean, maybe the cast. That's about it. But yeah. But actually, I really like Bill and Ted Face the Music. I feel like they were just right back into the same old Bill and Ted that they always were, even though they're older. I felt like it was just right back to where they left off. So I go Bill and Ted.
All right,
Jordan.
I would go with Arrival personally. I think it is a pretty good film. Again, maybe I could agree with it being slightly overrated to a degree, but I do like it.
I think
Well,
even
3-2 for Bill and Ted on this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, just because Chris kind of voted with his own overrated movies, so in one of those weird scenarios.
But I also really didn't like Arrival though more so.
Gotcha.
What happens? But we'll move on. D2, The Mighty Ducks.
Oh boy, that's gonna piss off Jordan.
Going up against Dunkirk. All right.
All right. Who had D2?
I had D2.
No. You're gonna piss off our host.
Yeah, it's a movie that I love. Oh my gosh.
Love this movie.
Yeah.
Look, this is one of those ones that I like. I enjoyed the first My Ducks movie. Everyone keeps saying D2 is better, but I don't. It's not. It's the first one is the best in the trilogy, hands down. D2 is just fine.
No. See you, Malcolm. You're gone.
Where did Malcolm go?
Yeah, but now you screwed up my order.
Yeah.
But Jordan, I write the order down. Now I got to write it all over again because you bumped him out. What do you do screwing with me? Let the man have his opinion.
Oh, wait, no.
Let the man have his opinion.
Yeah, he's got his opinion.
There you go. Okay, yeah.
There we go.
Anyways,
calm down.
I was just playing, but anyways, so I picked Dunkirk, and like I just can't stand this movie. Like it's way too loud on the special effects, and it's just like Tom Hardy just like flying around in an airplane for 2 hours, just back and forth, flying around. You have these people getting on a boat that's like Kenneth Branagh trying to lead some people on like a weirdo boat that like I don't even understand what they're even doing, and it's so slow paced. It's just boring. It's supposed to be like a war epic movie, and you make it the most slow paced, boring thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's just people just barely even moving, barely even doing anything, and then it's like you don't even know how the movie even ends. Who won? What happened? Like there's like literally no ending to the movie. So it's like, yeah, I can't stand it. So yeah, but I think Austin, you're first?
Yeah, I'm up first. Yeah. I agree that D2 is not as good as Mighty Ducks, but if you put these two movies in front of me, I'm going to watch D2 before I watch Dunkirk because I think Christopher Nolan has gotten up his own ass too. I hated Tenet, and I didn't really like Dunkirk that much either. I wasn't passionate enough to put it in like an overrated list, but I think he needs to get back to making good shit again and quit making like stuff that only he gets. So I'll vote for D2.
Yeah, like you're making movies for an audience.
Well, and I didn't even understand at first. I had to go read about, like, he didn't make it overly clear that there was like 3 different storylines happening over 3 different time periods. Like one was like an hour, one was like 3 days. Like I didn't understand that at first. Like I kept going like, what the heck is going on? And then like I read it later, I was like, oh really? I was like, how about you explain some shit in your movies, Chris? All right, quit making everything fucking vague.
Right. Seriously.
Like there's a difference between interpretation and like making shit like where you can't understand a fucking thing that's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it literally pissed the girl that I was dating at that and went to go see Inception. She's like, I hated that movie, worst movie I've ever seen. I have no idea what just happened. Like, no, I will never watch another Christopher Nolan movie. She was out. So, but
Chris.
So I actually enjoyed Tenet, and I feel like I'm probably amongst the few that actually loved it. I loved it, but I don't get the obsession with Dunkirk. I had to ask my wife about it, and then I had to look it up. It was a massive military blunder. And Christopher Nolan didn't really do any justice to actually kind of show what happened. He was trying to go all like Wes Anderson or something. So maybe Wes Anderson and him like a smoke some pot together, and they're like, let's make a movie. D2 though, D2 is a great movie. I love this trilogy. So move D2 too.
Yeah, so it's like, let's just put Tom Hardy in an airplane and just let him fly around in circles for like 2 hours. Wee, here we go. Yeah, right. But it's like, D2's like hands down one of my favorite movies. Like I love the new Mighty Ducks series. I love D1, D2, even D3.
Yes.
I think what they do with D2, having them in the Olympics, having them represent America, I think that's awesome. At the end, they bring it full circle and they bring it back to the Mighty Ducks, which it all started. And like Emilio Estevez, like I don't know why he doesn't act anymore. We came back to the next Mighty Ducks, and it's like he was basically retired from acting, and it was the Mighty Ducks that brought him out to come act again. So I gotta go with D2. Jordan.
Funny enough, man, I'm gonna go D2 as well. Dunkirk is overrated. I didn't love Tenet. I love some of his other stuff, but I didn't really love Dunkirk. D2 is part of my childhood. I like that trilogy. So yeah, man, let's vote D2 through.
Yeah, let's go.
Malcolm? I mean, I actually do like Tom Hardy flying around in circles. But that being said, I would still watch D2 over Dunkirk.
Ooh.
Hey!
All right.
Oh, wow.
Hey!
Okay.
Welcome to the party.
A clean sweep for D2. Okay.
Right. So I'd like to hear you finally came to your senses, Malcolm. Thank you. but next up we have Fantastic Beasts: Crimes of Grindelwald going up against Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So I had the Fantastic Beasts, but who had Ferris Bueller?
I had Ferris Bueller. Yeah.
Oh, I love Ferris Bueller.
Well, we'll talk about the crimes of Grindelwald. So you already had the Fantastic Beasts, which already wasn't that great of a movie to begin with. Like the movie's called Fantastic Beasts, and it's like you have the most stupid, idiotic looking beasts, and it's like they're like horrible acting. There's no plot. There's no storyline. It's not doing anything. And then you bring Crimes of Grindelwald, which is the most confusing ass piece of garbage I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was physically angry in the theater. And I went back to the box office and I demanded my money back. The only time I've ever done that for a movie, because I sat through the whole entire thing. So obviously they wouldn't give me my money back. And I showed that working in a movie theater that like once you watch it, you don't get your money back. But even still, like I was so pissed off that it's like that completely wasted Johnny Depp. Like he didn't do anything. The movie, like I don't even know what the point with the plot is. And now they want to make another one. It's like just drop this series, start something else that like you can still do the Wizarding World, but don't do this. Please do not do this. I'm begging anyone that's involved with this, do not continue the series. It is a horrible piece of trash garbage that just angers me that it was even made. And they wasted Jude Law. They wasted a lot of people. So this movie just it's bad. So, but who's up first?
I need to explain Ferris Bueller first before we start voting.
Oh yeah, sure.
Unless you just want me to leave it at that, that's fine. No.
Leave it at that.
I think Ferris Bueller is, as a character, one of the most unlikable, spoiled brat pieces of shit like protagonists out there. I do not root for him at all. In fact, in that movie, I'm rooting for the adults and the principal who are going after his truant ass, and I would hope they would expel him. Really, I don't like his character. I think like he's just a spoiled little fuck, and I don't like him. Everything about that movie I don't like. I think it's boring. I don't get his speaking to the camera shit is stupid. I don't like Ferris Bueller. I don't understand the people who are obsessed over it.
Well, fair enough. Who's up first?
Chris is up first.
So I don't understand why you hate Ferris Bueller. I love that movie. I think it's a hell of a lot
Well, I
of
just
fun.
kind of explained why I don't like it.
Yes, you did. I know. But at the same time, I actually loved Crime and Grimwald. I loved how they explored more of like the history behind the what became eventually the university, or became that world that looked into crimes and everything else. And I think it was a great movie. Can
you tell me what it was about? Because I still don't know.
It's a great movie. I would go though Ferris Bueller over that though.
Yeah.
Because Ferris Bueller will always be a classic in my mind. Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go obviously with Ferris Bueller, because the reason why I like Ferris Bueller just real quick is that like in every other movie, Matthew Broderick plays a complete and total nerd, but in this movie he's like the epitome of cool. Like he just oozes cool.
He is cool.
I think that's freaking awesome, and so yeah, I like that. So, but Jordan.
I've actually never seen the second Fantastic Beast. The first one was fine. It just when this one came out, I kind of just passed it, and I never really felt like the inkling to get back to it. I really do like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, though, man. Yeah, he's a bit pompous, but I think Broderick sells it pretty well. And especially compared to now. Now I feel like Broderick lost all sorts of charm that he had at some point. I don't know. Maybe it was the death or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Ferris Bueller.
All right, Malcolm.
If we're all on the same room together, I probably would have high-fived Chris, because I also do actually enjoy Crimes of Grindelwald. I'm not going to explain what it's about, because that would take a lot longer than what I've actually got time for.
It would.
You shouldn't have to do that in a movie. That shouldn't be a thing.
Yes, you should.
I mean, and I'm actually excited to see where the third one goes. Because they've got Steve Kloves on to help with the script, so maybe some of those issues will be fixed. Anyway, it's going to first.
Don't let her
I mean, I like. I'm still going to vote for Ferris Bueller, though.
Yeah. Austin?
Oddly enough, I'm going to make this a clean sweep for Ferris Bueller, because as much as I hate Ferris Bueller, I'm even less of a Harry Potter fan. Like those movies bore me to tears, I love those movies. But here's the thing: like, I think Fantastic Beasts is even worse than Harry Potter. So like the idea of watching any more of these Fantastic Beasts, kind of like Jordan, like kills me. So I don't even. I actually saw the first one, and like it's like, dude, that shit put me to sleep. So at least with Ferris Bueller, I can watch it with a rage. And watch it in shorter, and it's not 2.5 hours of bullshit. So, yeah, oddly enough, I'll vote for Ferris Bueller just because of what it's up against.
All right, well, the clean sweep then. Ferris Bueller, he's gonna have his day off after all. So, all right, so we're moving into Green Room, going up against Interstellar. So I had Green Room, but who had Interstellar?
I'm pretty sure I had Interstellar. And I don't get it. I saw Interstellar. No, actually, I avoided Interstellar in theaters. Everyone else was like, you need to watch it. So I watched it. And I was like, okay, I didn't really miss anything. I didn't get the obsession with this movie. Yeah, I don't get it. It was really painfully boring.
Yeah. Well, Green Room for me, like I went in thinking, oh man, Patrick Stewart is like an evil bastard, kind of like with these thugs. Like that sounds like a cool idea. And it was horrible. Like even Patrick Stewart couldn't save this movie. Like they didn't really use him right. Like it wasn't really him acting bad. They just didn't really use him right. And like he was barely in the movie. And then it was just them trying to escape some weird place to like, with like some like music that doesn't really appeal to me. I'm not into death metal or any of that kind of stuff. It's not my style of music at all. And just like them getting chopped up and getting their like limbs chopped off, and then like having a guy shot point blank in the face, and then his face instantly turns to hamburger. Like, I'm not a fan of like over the top gore for like gore porn, and I feel like that was gore porn. Like, I would argue that, but yeah. So
all right, well, host Jordan, you're up first. So what are you gonna vote? You still gonna vote for Interstellar over Green Room?
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for Interstellar, but I will say that the music's way too loud at like points. They need to. But Christopher Nolan needs to tone down his music and special effects to match the dialogue. But I'm still gonna vote Interstellar. So, Jordan, what do you think?
I'll leave these two. I'm gonna go with Green Room. I think it is a very tight horror thriller. I really dug it when it came out. It's been one I'm meaning to revisit actually. So I'm gonna go Green Room.
All right, Malcolm.
I actually like Interstellar. I'm going Interstellar.
All right, Interstellar. Austin.
I'll vote Interstellar as well. It's grown on me a lot. I think it was his last good one before I started kind of turning on Christopher Nolan. I've listened to the score a lot actually, and I listened to it while I was walking through Mammoth Caves in Kentucky, and it's pretty great while you're walking through a giant cave.
Yeah, the music's great. It's just like you gotta listen to it separate. Like with the movie, it doesn't. Yeah. It's weird, but Chris.
I can't stand Interstellar. I've never seen Green Room, but I would rather watch people being chopped to bits and pieces than that, wherever that movie was. So,
all right, fair enough. So,
but it's 3-2 for Interstellar.
Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So moving on, we have Les Miserables going up against Master and Commander, and funny enough, these are both my movies. So,
and they're both Russell Crowe movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
So for me, I think that there's two different types of Russell Crowe. There's like the Russell Crowe where we're doing like a cool, like fun action movie, like The Next 3 Days, or like doing I don't know, just some of those other action movies that he does. And then there's the thespian Russell Crowe, and I can't stand the thespian Russell Crowe. He's boring. He's like annoying to me. Like, I just don't like him. And it's like, so like first, Les Mis, like one, I can't stand musicals. Like I hate probably 95% of every musical ever made, and like Les Mis with singing from the opening scene to the very last like beat of the entire movie, singing, and it's not my type of singing. Even it's like operatic, just annoying, just like it's like, you're gonna do Les Mis, do it without the music. I don't want the music. I want to watch the story play out on screen, but no, they had to sing every damn word of that movie, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So that's the movie I actually walked out on, because I couldn't take it, and I knew that going in I didn't have high hopes because of like how I don't like musicals. And then Master and Commander was another one that I walked out on. I walked out on both of these movies, so Master and Commander was just boring from start to finish. It's just him like using his thespian dialogue, Russell Crowe, and it just like it just bored me to tears. So I actually walked out of the Master and Commander, and I went and saw the House of Sand and Fog. That's how desperate that I was, because that movie was out at the same time, and so I went and saw that movie and enjoyed it more than Master and Commander. So those are my picks. So
all right, so we start with Jordan Owens down at the bottom for this one. So
man, House of Sand and Fog, isn't that a depressing ass movie?
Yeah, and the movie is.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, we're not talking about that. I agree that Les Mis is just not up my alley, so it's one that I never saw. So pretty easy vote for Master Commander for me.
Yeah, Malcolm.
If you want a non-musical version of Les Mis, there was a 90s version with Liam Neeson as John Valjean, which is a straight adaptation for the book.
One I actually like. Yeah, I've seen it and I like it. Yeah.
But that being said, I thought the Les Mis movies was a faithful adaptation of the actual musical, and so I loved it. And I'm going Les Mis because I've not seen Master and Commander.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Austin?
Yeah, I had no interest in seeing Les Mis because I knew it was that constant like singing the dialogue throughout the whole movie, and I couldn't take 3 hours of that shit. So I've never sat down and watched. I saw enough clips where I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch this shit. Like, no way.
Also, Russell Crowe can't sing it. He has a horrible singing voice too.
Yeah, I'm not over the moon about Master and Commander, but it sounds great on my sound bar, so I'll vote for that.
Yeah, Chris.
I actually really liked Master Commander. That was an awesome period piece. Les Mis is decent. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't love it. If it's probably on, I'd probably watch it. But definitely a Master and Commander.
Yeah. Well, for me, since they're both mine, like if you were to put these both in front of me, I'd probably like pick Master and Commander. I'd probably cringe, but I'd still pick it. So I'll pick Master and Commander.
Well, at least it doesn't have any musical numbers, Jordan. So
right,
I mean,
exactly, and that's the reason why. So
yeah. All right.
So what are the votes at?
4-1 Master for Master. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Master Commander moves on, and that's the end of that round.
All right.
Moving on. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, sorry.
Red Bull.
Yep.
Red Bull the movie.
Red Bull. Who picked Red Bull? You got to claim it.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't pick Red Bull. I have Rip It. It's like a cheap Dollar Tree version of Red Bull.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, here it is. It was up too high. Okay. Oh, and also too, there's a presentation mode that I should be in for this. So it's not going to change anything except for get rid of the ads. So come on. Oh, it's still trying to load. Sorry, guys. I made my slow computer load. Okay. Going back over here. Okay, we have.
I still have barely seen any of my movies. I must have like the bottom half of this side bracket down here. Must be all my movies.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But we have Mr.
I think I counted. I've only seen 6 out of my 16 so far. So they must all be over here.
Yep, they're all coming up. But yeah, Mr. River versus 1 Hour Photo. So who had these?
These are both my movies.
Okay.
Mystic River was just painful as hell. I saw it in theaters. I wanted my money back. And 1 Hour Photo, I didn't get it. It was just stupid. But because it has Robin Williams, I gotta. Oh yeah, shit! I can't. Anyways, I really hated Robin Williams 1 Hour Photo as well. I was excited to see him in a great movie. I feel like it got a lot of like acclaim and everything else, and I didn't get it. It was painful.
Yeah, well, I believe Malcolm's up first. Is that right?
Malcolm's up first. Yeah, on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually watched 1 Hour Photo for the first time the other day. Actually,
that's right. It was on your daily list. I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Okay. And I actually really enjoyed it. I thought Robin Williams was great. I didn't know how I would like him because he was it was his one of the more drama ones. But yeah, I'm going 1 Hour Photo on this.
Yeah. All right, Austin.
I'll go 1 Hour Photo as well because I like creepy Robin Williams. He does a really good job, and yeah, I'm not crazy about Mystic River. I'm not saying it's overrated, but I'm not crazy about Mystic River. It's not one I've gone back to a lot. So, but I'll vote for 1 Hour Photo.
Yeah. Well, Chris, these are both yours. So if you had to pick,
one, I mean, I hated creepy Robin Williams. I mean, the same thing with like Insomniac or whatever the hell that movie is, where he's like the serial killer.
Yeah.
No. But I gotta go with the movie I hated more, Mystic River. And I never ever thought I'd be saying that, but I'd go with that one.
Okay. All right. So for me, I've never seen either one of these movies, so like it's hard for me to really say. But like based on what I know about these, which is very little, I don't even know who's in Mystic River, but I at least know Robin Williams is in that movie. So I'll go.
It's like Sean Penn and. Who's the other ones?
Tim Robbins.
Yeah, Tim Robbins.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kind of a police procedural sort of a thing. Yeah.
Well, even knowing that, I'm still going with 1 Hour Photo because it looks.
Gotcha.
Let's say at least intriguing. So, Jordan.
I'll show some love for Mystic River. I think it is a pretty good movie. Sean Penn's really good in it. Some heartbreaking stuff. It's a Clint Eastwood movie too. Or am I making that up? But yeah, I'm gonna go with Mystic River.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
right,
3-2 for Robin Williams in 1 Hour Photo in this round.
1 Hour Photo moves on. So up next we have South Park Bigger, Longer, Uncut. We're gonna begin Team Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze. All right.
Are these both your movies, Malcolm?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're both Malcolms. All right. So Tell us why you don't like them.
I think South Park is just an unfunny TV series, full stop. I rented this movie with the lowest of expectations and still hated it. I just don't get love for South Park. I mean, and once again, I'm not a big fan of the 90s Turtles, but the first two, for some reason, gets held really high. It's like, they're fine.
Yeah.
But that one has Ernie Reyes Jr. in it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's awesome.
Come on. Ernie Reyes Jr., come on. I'm going to go against
And Vanilla Ice. Come on, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash is the Super Shredder for 3 seconds before he kills himself. Like an idiot.
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice was the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
He might have been.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm up first. I don't agree, Malcolm, about the show, but I actually agree about the movie. Like, I'm not a fan of the movie because they turned it into a musical, and I'm not a fan of that. And also, I just think I don't think the movie's that good. But this one, like, I'm not crazy about Secret of the Ooze. I mean, I think it's very inferior to the original, but I'll still vote for it. So I'll vote for the Turtles.
Chris, what do you think?
I like South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. I think it's fun. I think it's got some hilarious music in there. I think it's got a lot of like lines that I definitely quote with some buddies. But it's a Teen Mutant Ninja Turtles. That would be like voting against grape jelly. Okay, grape jelly is amazing, so the turtles go there.
All right. Well, for me, unless your name is it. If Mary Poppins with the Wizard of Oz in your musical, then I don't like you because I don't really like any other musicals almost ever made. So I'm not going to vote for South Park, and I'm a massive Turtles fan. This is my favorite of the three, so the three original Turtles. So I got to vote Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze. Jordan?
For once, I didn't mind it being a musical because the musical numbers were actually pretty funny. So my vote's actually going to go to South Park.
All right. Malcolm?
If I had to pick one of these to watch, and it's a really tough choice, but I would go Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All right. Well, it was almost a clean sweep, but 4-1.
Almost. Not quite.
Yeah. So Turtles moves on.
Right.
Next up, we have the Big Lebowski going up against the Green Mile. So who had these?
Both Maya as well again. Pretty sure.
No, I had the Big Lebowski.
I had the Big Lebowski as well, I think.
Did we both have it, Jordan?
No, you
or
didn't.
Did you use one of them?
Chris? No, this was with Austin. It wasn't on your list yet.
Okay, well, I hate this movie too. So
maybe you disagree with it, but that's fine. It was on my list.
Yeah.
I was gonna say unless Jordan used one of my alternates and didn't tell me because you had it or something. But yeah, okay.
And also the Green
Big
Mile wasn't on your list, Chris, either. So they're not both yours.
No, the Green Mile was on my list.
No,
it was on my list as well.
Yeah, nope.
It was on both of our lists then.
Nope, neither one.
Yeah.
You didn't have the Green Mile or the Big Lebowski. I'm gonna bring it up just to make sure we didn't have any overlap. But
yeah. I'm
totally
100% sure because my buddy's obsessed with the Big Lebowski.
Well, if we had crossover though, Jordan could have used some of your alternates that we asked for. So, I mean.
Nope, Chris, you don't have either one of those movies on your list. Not at all. So.
Wow. Okay, sorry. Well, yeah, I hate both these movies so much.
Right.
Oh.
Sorry, Chris.
All right. Anyways, I'll start with mine. So yeah, The Big Lebowski. I've given this movie multiple chances. I've watched it several times. I've watched it with a crowd in a movie theater who loves it to try to understand it, and I like pockets of it in a vacuum. Like I enjoy John Goodman and the dude, I enjoy their characters in pieces if I watch a clip on YouTube maybe, but I think the movie as a whole is a fucking disaster, and I think it doesn't work as a coherent 2-hour movie. Again, I kind of enjoy the characters, but I just don't understand the obsession with the movie that these people have, thinking it's the greatest movie ever. I don't get it, and I've given it every chance ever.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, you had the Green Mile. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Green Mile was just really boring. I mean, I agree that Tom Hanks gives a great performance in this, but other than that, I just find it just extremely boring and just I don't get why people love it because I've seen people say this is one of the better Stephen King adaptations.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So who's up first?
Chris is up first on this one, so you got to vote for two movies you don't like, I guess.
Yeah.
As I said, man, unlike you, I like the Big Lebowski in pockets, but I hate the Green Mile more. I mean, I didn't buy that this evil, serial killer would be obsessed with saving a mouse's life. That was really dumb. No, it's not a thing. I mean, Tom Hanks is always incredible. Okay, I could watch Tom Hanks talk about the weather, and I'd watch that movie. But I gotta go with the Big Lebowski, even though it is a pile of garbage.
Yeah. Well, for me, I really like John Goodman's character in the Big Lebowski, but I hated Jeff Bridges' character. Like I did not relate. I don't get it. I don't understand what the thing is about the dude. It just is. I don't. Yeah. He likes white Russians. Okay, so what? but yeah. So yeah. I've never seen the Green Mile though, so it makes it kind of tough. But I actually do think the Green Mile looks a little more intriguing to me. So I'm actually gonna vote Green Mile, even though I've never seen it. So I'll do that. Jordan.
I'm going to show some love to the Green Mile here. I know it's too VHS worthy of lengths. Remember that back in the day? So, but yeah, I think there's some great performances here. I think R.I.P. Mike Clark Duncan, David Morse, Tom Hanks. There's a lot of fun stuff going on here. So, well, not fun stuff. That's the wrong word. But the Green Mile.
Interesting stuff, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Malcolm?
The Big Lebowski is amazing. That's all.
All right, Austin.
Here's the thing. Oddly enough, even though it's on my list, you put these two in front of me, I think I'll still watch Lebowski because, again, it has characters I somewhat enjoy in pockets. And I have not gone back to the Green Mile for a reason in a long time because I think it's really schmaltzy drama. And I think the Percy character is over the top bad to where it's not believable how evil he is. I don't buy it. So even though it's on my list, I'll vote Big Lebowski, oddly enough.
Well, 3-2, I think Big Lebowski takes it. So.
Yeah.
So moving on. So next up, we have the original Mighty Ducks going up against the Town.
The Town.
So, all right. Okay. So who had the Mighty Ducks?
I had that one as well.
Okay.
I mean, while I did just say the first Mighty Ducks is the best, I still think it is highly more praise than it should be. It's fine. And yeah, I've said all I need to do when I just talked about D2. So
sure, yeah. Who had the Town?
So I had the Town. I saw this movie in theaters and I hated it. It was painfully boring. Yeah, there was nothing redeeming about this movie. I don't get why everyone was so obsessed with it. Since I have learned, so I have several of my regular customers that are from this area, and this is something that really did happen. So the artsy fartsiness of this bullcrap movie was just boring. If we had something that was more realistic, I would have been cool with that. But not this pile of garbage.
Well, who's up first?
Host Jordan is up first.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, the Town I actually saw in theaters also, and I thought that it was good, but it's not great. Like Oscar worthy? No. I don't know why that movie got any Oscar buzz, but it was fine. I mean, it made it kind of way too over the top, but maybe that's how it really was because it was a true story. I don't know, but Mighty Ducks has my heart for sure. Most of the time, I'm always gonna vote for Emilio Estevez, so I gotta go with the Mighty Ducks. Jordan?
Well, it pains me because, like I said before, I do love me some Mighty Ducks, man. Emilio, the whole kid cast. I'm gonna go with The Town, though, man. I think Ben Affleck started off real hot with his directing career. I really like this one. Gone Baby, Gone. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
I thought it was Gone Girl. I was like, wait, I'm mixing things up. But no, I really like The Town, so I'm gonna go with The Town.
Mhm.
Yeah. We'll go to Austin and.
Malcolm, are you with us?
I am still here.
Oh, you're
Okay.
there. Okay. Well, Malcolm then.
I've never seen The Town, so I've got to go Mighty Ducks.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you gonna vote for Mighty Ducks? Or is that
I like The Town. I don't love The Town, but I like it. Again, you put these two in front of me. I've seen Mighty Ducks like 100 times. So it'll be 101. So I'll vote for Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
So I loved Mighty Ducks when it came out. I recently, about a while back, I rewatched it in a preparation for the show, along with the trilogy, and loved it. It's still held up. I love the Mighty Ducks, and Mighty Ducks Game Changers is incredible, and I can't wait for season 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say it got picked up for season 2 officially, like a day
Are
or
we
two
gonna
ago.
get some Joshua Jackson?
Quack.
I hope so.
Quack.
I hope so.
Quack.
Oh my gosh, dude, those are awesome.
Mighty Ducks for the win. Right?
Mhm.
Anyways.
Yeah, I hope we get. Jordan. I hope we get Joshua Jackson for the second one. They basically said
me too.
the only reason he didn't is he had some kind of scheduling conflict. But
Yeah.
they've set it up to where him and Emilio have something going on to where their relationship broke down. So I hope they explore that and maybe get together at some point. So I hope they do something with it because the show, the reunion stuff is not the same without Charlie. You got to have Charlie show up at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta.
He's the heart of the Ducks.
I think they're kind of taking a page from Cobra Kai. They're just like revealing different characters.
They'll build it up.
The second season.
Build it up.
Build it up. So with that, the Mighty Ducks moves on,
Mm-hmm.
and then next we have Titanic going up against Transformers: The Last Night. So these are actually,
okay.
These are actually both of mine because I also had a Transformers movie on the list. So yeah. So well, first of all, Titanic, I think it like the definition of overrated. Like it's one of the most overrated movies ever made, and it's like so boring, just like painfully boring, just like there's not really anything happening but this dumb love story that's barely even believable. And then like at the end, like the whole thing that like he could have fit on that plank of wood at the end, but they just let him die. And then like I don't really get the King of the World stuff. I don't get the like I don't really get really any of it. The only thing that has any redeeming value in the movie are the set pieces. The set pieces are incredible, so I will give it that. But for and also had Transformers and it's like as the Transformers movies have gone on, they're like getting progressively worse and worse and worse. So for me, this is the absolute worst. I don't know why Mark Wahlberg came back for a sequel other than he's under contract and he had to, but like this was just so bad. So I never even finished it. So I skipped it in theaters and then I tried watching it at home and like I just could not finish it. And it's long. This movie's long. This movie's like 2.5 hours. It's like way too long. And like I'm just waiting for something to happen. They have this cool premise. So it's like every time like they put out all the trailers and the trailers are awesome. And so you're like, this is gonna be where they redeem themselves. This is gonna be freaking awesome. The trailers look great. And then you go to see it. It's like, what are they even doing? Like it makes no sense. It's just like a bunch of like robots and like metal pieces flying everywhere and moving in like different directions. And, like the story doesn't make sense. The human characters you can't even buy them. Like I just can't do it. So, but yeah, those are both my picks. So,
so we start with Mr. Owens on this one.
So I was totally ready to agree and vote against Titanic because I do think it's very overrated. I always have thought that since I was a kid. But then you had to go and mention a damn Michael Bay sequel. I actually don't think it's overrated because I think most people agree that those last couple ones, if not all of the sequels, are not so great. So originally, Titanic gets my vote.
Well, the only reason why I say that that's like one that it's like pretty popular is because how much money these movies make. They make so much money.
They do make money.
Yeah. So like someone's going to see them. But Malcolm,
I mean, people are probably going to see them because they like seeing movies on the big screen. It's always one of those ones like box office numbers don't say how likely they are. That's for sure. But it's one of those ones that I also don't think Last Night is actually overrated. I think everyone agrees everyone agrees it's terrible. I love Titanic. Titanic is a great movie. I'm a sucker for romance. I'm going Titanic.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, I didn't used to like Titanic when I was younger, but like it's grown on me over the years. Like I really like Titanic now, and I think the last hour or so is like one of the best disaster movies ever made. Like the way the set design, everything is awesome. It's really grown on me, and I didn't even bother seeing Transformers last night. I gave up with that other Mark Wahlberg movie, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm not getting tricked this time. Like I'm not gonna give you my dollars to this movie." So I didn't even bother with that movie. So yeah, I still haven't seen it, so I'll vote Titanic.
Well, Chris, what do you think?
I was kind of indifferent last night. I thought it was okay, but I didn't think it was great either. Just all right. I would probably maybe give it a 2.5.
Yeah.
But I also agree with you, Austin. Titanic has grown on me over the years, and I love the real event. So, I mean, okay, all the horrible people I'm saying, like, I think the Titanic is one of the most interesting events in history.
It's a fascinating event. It's a fascinating thing that happened. Yes.
So we got to move the Titanic forward, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, for me, like the Titanic is just unwatchable for me. I can't watch it. I can't do it. I can't put myself through that. It's just so boring and slow and doesn't make any sense. And I already know the outcome before I even started, so I don't need to watch it.
But Titanic has Billy Zane, man. Like Transformers don't have Billy Zane. Like, come on,
but it
man.
has Mark Wahlberg in it though, and I think Mark Wahlberg's a better actor. But
no, I'll take Billy Zane over Mark Wahlberg.
And also too, like just for the fact that like if you watch like any Transformers movie in 4K, just watching those effects, like they do look pretty stunning. So like they're probably some of the best special effects that I've almost ever seen in a movie. Like they're incredible. So like just by a fraction of a hair, I'm gonna pick Transformers. So. But
Titanic rolls through. Mm-hmm. Yep, Titanic sails through.
Sails. Yep. All right, coming up next, we got Zoolander going against Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. So who picked these movies?
I had Zoolander.
I had Mask of the Phantasm.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had Zoolander. This movie just annoys me. Like I think Will Ferrell's annoying. Ben Stiller's character's annoying. Most of the characters are, even though this one does have Billy Zane in it, I still don't like. I don't like it. He's like one of the better things about the movie, but just a lot of things. Just the humor just doesn't work for me, and it's just a little too stupid. Like you can be too stupid of a comedy, and like them literally playing with gasoline is stupid. So no, that's just dumb. Like why the fuck would any person on the planet do that? That's just stupid. That's a little too dumb. So yeah, I don't like Zoolander.
For sheer comedy. That's why they would do it. Yeah. But Malcolm, when you pick Batman?
Yeah, I growing up, I never got into the Batman in the animated series, which this sort of comes from. The only reason I watched this is because in studying for fan league geek matches and that, this is one of the movies that could pop up in DC because it was theatrically released. So it's like, well, I had to watch it. It's fine. I mean, maybe if I got into the animated series more, I might enjoy this a bit more. But the fact is, I didn't. I just don't get why everyone loves it so much.
Yeah. Well,
Malcolm here first, though, so yeah, you're going to stick with it?
This is actually tough because I also really hate Zoolander.
Really? Oh, you guys are breaking my
heart. Yeah.
I'm going to go Batman on this.
Really? All right. You're going to go Batman, all right.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Yeah. I voted for my own a couple of times here, depending on what it's up against. I'll vote for Batman because I do like the animated series, and at least that one has Mark Hamill's Joker. Although I don't think the movie's as cracked up as everybody makes it out to be either, Malcolm. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Chris, what do you think?
Zoolander, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I think it's kind of okay. It's just okay. But I don't get the hate for Mask of the Phantasm. I love that movie. Then again, I love the animated series. I think it's incredible, and I think the movie's amazing. Absolutely. Yeah.
Some comments here. So let's have some good cameos. I mean, Billy Zane, Austin. Come on, Billy Zane. Right?
Well, I know, but that's even Billy Zane can't save the movie. That's the point. If it's that bad.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
and then I got some love for Master of the Phantasm.
Is not. Yes.
But if there's anything that I've learned here is that a male model's life is a precious, precious commodity, and that you too can't not die in a freak gasoline fight accident. It's like there's so many quotable lines that it's just like whereas like Brent and Meekus were like brothers to me. When I say brothers, I mean it the way black people do. I think it's more meaningful that way. But anyways, he just has some of the dumbest lines. He's playing a guy who just doesn't understand anything but male modeling. And he's like,
Is someone watching some action movie?
Oh no, I got my motorcycle gang driving by. That's like.
Oh yeah, that's right. The motorcycle gang. Yeah.
But
it's a law that they have to rev up and drive by at least one point every show we do. So
yeah,
and they're trying to initiate. Oh no, you're the leader of the gang. Never mind.
Yeah, but anyway, you know where I'm going. I'm gonna go Zoolander.
Yeah.
I can quote the whole movie stuff. Jordan.
Zoolander's actually grown on me after the first couple times I saw it. I think it is a pretty fun movie. But man, I love the Batman animated series, and Phantasm is a great movie. So Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
All right. Well then.
4 votes for Batman.
With that, Batman moves on. All right. So next up, we got Donnie Darko going against Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. All right. So who had Donnie Darko?
I had Donnie Darko.
All right.
And who had Fear and Loathing?
I had Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Okay. Yeah, Donnie Darko. This is another one of those movies. I've never been able to make it all the way through this movie. This movie just painfully bores me. And then, like, I don't think it goes anywhere. I think it's got a lot of ideas that it doesn't know what to do with. And I think there's a reason why, what's his name who made it, like, hasn't made a movie since then, basically. So I think it's extremely, extremely overrated, and I don't understand the following that movie has.
Yeah. Well, for Fear and Loathing, like, if I could not make it to the first, like, 10, 15 minutes of the movie when he's on some kind of acid trip or, like, whatever's happening, he's freaking out, and it's like a drug-infused nightmare, and he's, like, trying to go to Las Vegas, but it's like I have no idea, like, what's even happening, and like it was like to the point where it was so out there. I'm like I can't do this. I'm not gonna sit there and watch it. We're gonna have like a bunch of more of these acid trips throughout the whole movie. Like, no, I can't. So, but
I'm first. Okay. So I haven't seen Fear and Loathing yet. It's on my list. But I cannot
be
watch
on acid when you watch it.
No, well, I cannot watch Donnie Darko again, and I'm at least intrigued to at some point watch Fear and Loathing. So I'll go with Fear and Loathing.
Yeah. Chris?
I agree with you. Donnie Darko is unwatchable. I don't get the obsession with it. Fear and Loathing is weird as hell, but it has some hilarious lines, and I love that. Oh my gosh! They end up picking up the one actor when they're driving through, and he freaks out. And he's like, "We can't stop here. This is Bat Country." Flipping. Oh my gosh! I can't think of who the hell is in the back of her car. I'll think of it later.
Think about it. Let us know, but
I will. I might look it up. But I'm gonna go with Fear and Loathing, as much as it weirds me out.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a drug addict, so I can't go Fear and Loathing. But you kind of want to be on drugs for Donnie Darko too, like oddly enough. But like I am a huge Jake Gyllenhaal fan, so I'm gonna go with Donnie Darko. So, Jordan, what do you think?
It's funny. I was talking to Pez the other day about this topic, and I said, if I had my choice, I probably would have nominated Donnie Darko myself. That's a movie that I find is overrated, and I don't.
And we were talking, and I was like, funny enough, I'll give you one spoiler. It's on my list.
Yeah. So I agree with that one here, man. So yeah, my vote's gonna go for Fear and Loathing.
All right. Well, Malcolm.
I've actually not seen either of these two movies, so I'm going to have to go for the one that I actually want to see, and that's Fear and Loathing.
All right.
All right,
Well,
4-1 for Fear. Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe I need to watch the rest of Fear and Loathing because I stopped after 15 minutes. So.
Tobey Maguire's who they pick up. A very young Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Tobey Maguire.
I didn't hear you either, but
Isn't he blonde?
Yes, he's blonde.
Might be, but yeah. But moving on, we have Insomnia going against Magic Mike. So who had these ones?
I had Magic Mike.
Okay, and who had
I had Insomnia.
All right. So what do you think first of Insomnia?
So I don't buy Robin Williams as this evil dude. The movie just dragged and dragged and dragged. Yeah. And the end was just painful. I didn't get it. I don't get why everyone loves this movie so much. I think it sucks.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you have to say about Magic Mike?
I just don't get on why people love Magic Mike in the first place. I mean, yes, it's Half-Naked Men, and that's probably the only reason people like it.
I was going to say, I could probably give you a reason why women like it, but, it may not intrigue you.
It's still not a good movie, and it's just, yeah.
Well, I think Chris is up first.
Chris, are you going to stick with yours, or what are you going to do?
Wow. I never thought of voting for Magic Mike, but Insomnia was a piece of shit. I'm going to vote for Magic Mike, which is, yeah.
Yeah. well, fair enough. For me, like, Insomnia, I didn't really like it that much either. I didn't think it was horrible, but I didn't buy Al Pacino's, like, role in it. Like I'm not really, like huge on Al Pacino, actually. I don't think he's a bad actor at all, but I think he's, like, I'm not a big fan of very many of his movies, so. But like, Magic Mike, though, like, so I worked at a theater when the second one came out, the like Double XL or whatever, and like that seemed like a fun movie going experience for like women, because like I was an usher and like I go in the theater, they're like hooting and hollering and whooping it up and like yelling things at the screen and stuff. So like it's definitely one that with the whole theater, every showing like 95% female, but like it looked fun. So I mean, not really that's my style. I would probably still vote for Magic Mike. So I mean, Channing Tatum is slowly becoming a better actor, and this is the one that actually had Matthew McConaughey. So we'll vote that Magic Mike. Gordon?
Yeah, Magic Mike's actually pretty good. Like, I mean, there's a lot more to it than obviously just the premise. It's a Steven Soderbergh movie. So there's a lot more to it underneath than just what people think.
Kevin Nash.
From the trailer, and of course, Super Shredder is a stripper. So I mean, come on, guys, what do you want?
So some horrible dancing.
I don't mind. Like you kind of said, the sequel definitely delves more just into, like I guess for you get what you pay to see for women, I guess. Than the first one that I thought actually had more of just of a story. There's some interesting stuff with McConaughey, so I will defend Magic Mike a little bit, but I really like Insomnia. Actually, this is another early Nolan film where I think Robin Williams is pretty good in it here, so I'm gonna go Insomnia.
I didn't know it was a Nolan movie. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey doesn't make everything all right. So I'm going to vote for Insomnia.
True. Yep. All right.
Oh.
Well, Austin.
Yeah, Insomnia is going to get the late comeback here because I like Insomnia. It's simple, early Christopher Nolan before he started getting a little too big for his britches, as my parents would say. I like that it's like a simple cop movie with Pacino and Robin Williams and Hilary Swank, and it's just shot beautifully and just it's just simple Nolan. I like simple Nolan. That and Memento, and like good simple like. Just just lower budget. Him just working with lower budget and just making solid stuff. So I'll vote Insomnia.
Yeah. All right. So Insomnia moves on with the late comeback. Yep. Yeah. So next up, we have the First National Treasure going up against Team America World Police.
Ooh, I love Team America World Police.
So who had these ones?
Both of them are mine.
All right. Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I've said what I need to say about National Treasure. With the second one, I just don't get what these movies are loved. They're just boring. And Team America, like I'm going to say by saying I think the best Trey Parker Matt Stone movie is Basketball. And like the big thing everyone seems to love about Team America is the puppet set, and that's just really weird. And it's not. It really isn't. It's just. But aside from that, I think the movie itself is boring.
Well, of course, the one that's not from America would vote against Team America. I see how it is. All right. I see why you don't like it now.
Just like all the Americans vote, well, at least one of them put on a Taika Waititi movie, so.
Yeah.
This might be payback, right? Yeah. But
I like Taika Waititi when he's not doing superhero movies.
I hate In the Shadows, so yeah, no.
Oh, you know, like what we do in the shadows? Oh,
no,
Chris.
I would rather.
You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart.
I would rather run a running saw over every part of my
time.
body than watch.
The movie's in my top 64. But anyways, so who's up first?
Jordan, you're up. Host Jordan is up.
All right, so this one's actually tough because I actually really like both of these movies. Like, I'm a huge Nick Cage fan, and like I kind of like the vibe of him being kind of like Indiana Jones, but like Team America's hilarious too. America, fuck yeah! Like, I mean, it's just awesome, and yeah, like I always hope they'd make a sequel to Team America, and I also like they made a sequel to make it way down the line because for me it's one of those that actually works that way. I feel like if you made a sequel right after it was released, it'd be kind of overkill. But at this point, I think a sequel would actually work. But I'm gonna go with National Treasure though. Like I'd like it slightly better, so I'll go with that. Jordan.
I'm gonna go with National Treasure. I think it's a pretty fun flick, and yeah, I had a pretty decent amount of fun with it. And well, speaking of sequels, people are still looking for a third one, and so I'm gonna go National Treasure.
Yeah. Malcolm, which one did you go for? Year two.
As much as it pays, but I'm going to say Team America.
All right.
Ooh.
Austin.
Yeah, again, I still like the National Treasure movies, like when we talked about the other one. And Team America, I was kind of bored with it. It's very gimmicky. Again, if it had been like a series of just shorts or something, I would have been okay with it. But as a movie, it just doesn't work for an hour and a half. The only thing I like about it was the montage song. I think is funny because every action movie has a montage, so I thought that was kind of clever. But other than that, I'll vote for National Treasure.
Yeah, it's kind of like maybe belongs in like the vein of like Robot Chicken, maybe some little shorts. Or something.
Well, if it was like Action League Now on Kablam, if they just did like a 5-minute thing every now and then with like the marionette stuff, like I probably would be into it. But as a full length movie, no.
Yeah. Chris,
I actually think Team America World Police was hilarious. Like I went so far as to get the unrated version, man. It's just, and the whole puppet scene the whole puppet sex scene, yes, is ridiculous. But what I love is like that whole scene before. It's like, hey, if you tell me you love me, I'll sleep with you. Really? Obviously, that is ridiculous. Okay, then it's just laugh out loud hilarious. I mean, there are just so many funny parts of the movie, from Bin Laden knocking the ice cream cone out of the kid's hand. One of my favorite scenes in that movie, obviously, is where that director who made Column Bowl or whatever it is, and the other movie, I'm talking about, that stupid director everyone loves so much.
You mean Michael Moore? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, my favorite scene was Michael Moore getting blown up. It was amazing.
Yeah, right.
F that guy.
What about the scenes with not Kim Jong Un, but the one that
that was hilarious, and the whole UN. The UN was so funny.
Yeah. But anyways,
God.
But even with that,
long-winded, sorry. I
National
mean,
Treasure,
but,
too.
yeah,
yeah, National Treasure moves
I
on.
was just gonna vote for National Treasure. I got long-winded
Oh,
on
you
that.
are? Okay.
Yes.
I thought you were going for Team America.
No.
All right. Okay. well, fair
Sorry.
enough.
Well, you were quoting Team America nonstop. We assumed you were voting for Team America. That's all you were talking about.
No, I didn't get a chance
Anyways.
to actually vote.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You got
well,
unlimited earlier. I can have to do that. Okay. All right.
well, your vote is in. Your vote counts. So, but yeah, moving on. We got Fifth Element versus Rocky Horror Picture Show. So who?
These are both mine.
right.
Yeah,
Here's some of
Fifth
yours.
Element. Yeah, I don't get the love for Fifth Element. I think it's not very creative. Chris Tucker has maybe the most annoying character ever put to cinema. It's horrible, and Bruce Willis looks uninterested. It's also one of Gary Oldman's probably worst performances, honestly. And then Rocky Horror Picture Show, I've just never understood the love for. I even gave that one a chance too. I saw it with a crowd, and that actually made it worse because they had two people in the front reciting lines of dialogue in between lines of dialogue, like yelling at the screen. And it was apparently that's a traditional thing they do, and it's horrendous. And that movie annoys the shit out of me. No, I don't like it.
What, Austin? You don't want to give yourself over to absolute pleasure, right?
No, the best part of that movie is when Meatloaf comes in on a motorcycle and they kill him 5 minutes later. Like he almost saves the movie, and then they just get rid of him. Stupid.
Yeah. So, who's up first?
Owen's up first.
All right, Jordan. Which one?
I am a fan of Fifth Element, so that's gonna get my vote. I think it's a pretty fun, trippy sci-fi film. Everyone you just mentioned, I enjoy in it. Tucker Oldman, so I'm going Fifth Element.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
I love Rocky Horror Picture Show. This is one of those ones that that is another one that I enjoy because of the whole getting together of people to watch it. It's one of those fun communal experiences, so that gets my vote. I haven't seen Fifth Element.
All right. Well.
Yeah, I went to the theater giving it a chance because I wanted to watch it. I didn't know they do this shit where like they had two people in the front in between the lines of dialogue, like saying comebacks and shit. Like I wanted to walk out. I was like, shut the fuck up! I just want to watch the movie. Like it was the worst. So just because I dislike bad musicals more, I'll vote for Fifth Element.
All right, Chris, what do you think?
I really like Fifth Element. I think it's a great movie. Absolutely, that gets my vote.
Yeah, and for me, I'm not going to vote for a musical. I actually really like the Fifth Element, especially Mila Jovovich. I think this is one of her best performances that she's given. But the rest of the cast is kind of like sleepwalking through it, though. But also too with the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I don't need to see Tim Curry in any type of drag like at all, and yeah, like I'm just not a fan of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, so I am going to vote for the Fifth Element. I think the Fifth Element. I don't really think that's a bad movie. I actually like Chris Tucker's character. I actually find him amusing. So,
oh God, dude, he's grating in that movie. He's fucking grating.
But it's a perfectly fine movie for me. I'd give it a 5 out of 10 overall. So I'm going to vote Fifth Element. So
all right, 4-1 for Fifth Element.
Fifth Element moves on. All right. So next up, we have Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen going against Annie Hall. Look at yours again, Austin. Right?
Yeah, both mine again. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Like I was okay with the first one. I still will defend the first one, but this one literally gave me a migraine in the theater, and he just took everything in the first one and just amped it up to 18 out of 10, and it's stupid. Like I hate almost everything about that movie. And Annie Hall, like I've never been a big Woody Allen fan. I gave this a chance. I saw it at a repertory screening in the theater, and Woody Allen's characters are just extremely annoying. And I just wanted to slap him in the face the whole time. Like I don't like his writing, don't like his characters. Don't like Woody Allen, so I don't get the love for Annie Hall. And supposedly it's his best movie, and I gave it a chance, and I still hated it.
Oh, fair enough. So we start with Malcolm this time. So which one do you go for?
Yeah, I mean I've never got around to seeing Annie Hall. and I actually kind of like Revenge of the Fallen. I think it's great. I'm going to go with Revenge of the Fallen.
Oh my god!
All right, Austin, what are you going to go for?
Well, I'll give it to the one that at least doesn't give me a headache to watch it, which is Annie Hall. I don't like it, but at least it doesn't make me nauseated. So I'll give it to Annie Hall.
Chris, what do you think?
I love Transformers or Revenge of the Fallen. I think it's a lot of fun. And I love that he dials it up, and I love the extra characters and everything else. Makes it great. It's a great movie.
Yeah. Well, for me, this was tough because with the Transformers series, I think that it's some of the best special effects ever put to cinema. I think they're incredible special effects, but everything else about these movies are trash garbage. There's nothing redeemable about it, nothing entertaining, bad writing, horrible dialogue. You have this is the one with the two little Transformers that are going back and forth.
Yes,
doing flips back and forth.
Freaking hilarious.
They're saying poop and fart jokes. Hey man, hey, what up? Why you do this to me? Da, da, da. Oh my god!
Oh my god, it's grating.
Horrible. No, yeah, it's grating.
Sucks.
So, and then I saw Annie Hall actually in the movie theater when I worked at in a movie theater. That was my very first experience I've ever seen it. Was actually in theater, so I thought that was awesome. I thought that had some great dialogue. I actually really liked the way that it was written. That the dialogue's really just smart and witty and yeah. So I got to go Annie Hall. Jordan, what do you think?
Anytime Walken's available, I go with the one Walken's in. So I'm gonna go with Annie Hall.
I totally forgot he was in that movie.
I did too, but luckily the P's on the poster, so you know.
Yeah, right. True. Malcolm.
So he already 3-2 for Annie Hall. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Annie Hall. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So robots. This guys.
Yeah, these guys. Yeah. So we have
Optimus.
We have Empire Records versus Jingle All the Way. So who had these ones?
I had both of them.
All right.
Empire Records a lot.
What's the fun of the randomizer? Like both our movies are going up against each other. Like people that they pick both. I mean.
Yeah, I know there's probably going to be a few people in there that's going to question my decision to put Empire Records in here because that some people may not see this as overrated, but in the community that I'm part of, when it comes to trivia things, Empire Records is one that comes up a lot for some reason that people really enjoy. I don't get it. It's fine. It's a very early Renee Zellweger. But yeah, and Jingle All the Way is one that everyone says is one of the greatest Christmas movies. It's boring. The best quote is "Put that cookie down," and Arnie's fine in it, but I don't like it.
Like Turbo Man and Jamie. Yeah. But so I believe you're
I'm up first. Yeah, I'm up first. I know I've seen Empire Records, but I remember almost nothing about it. It was years ago. On the other hand, I watch Jingle All the Way every Christmas. I know it's bad, but I watch it a lot. I like it, so I'll vote Jingle All the Way.
Wow, you actually. I'm sorry. I'm actually kind of surprised, Austin, because this is literally one of my favorite Christmas movies. Love this movie.
I like Jingle All the Way.
Absolutely, Jingle All the Way goes forward.
Yeah, and I've never seen Empire Records, so there's no way I can vote for it. So I'm going to vote Jingle All the Way. I do like it. I'm with you guys. I probably watch it every Christmas. So, Jordan.
I got to go by my heart, man, and my heart's also with Jingle All the Way. This is a big rewatch as a kid. Sinbad, him, even a little bit of Phil Hartman. Got to go Jingle All the Way.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what are you going to go against your own too?
Put those Empire Records down. I'm gonna have to say Jingle All the Way by a very, very slim margin.
He's just tired of hearing about Empire Records on his shows. So
yeah,
put the other movie.
I'd be the same way.
All right, so sweep for Jingle.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on, we have Princess Mononoke, which is going up against The Witch. So I know Austin. I did a little bit of a spoiler alert you had it as an alternate, but I actually had it on my list. So
Okay.
So I picked Princess Mononoke, and then who had the witch?
I had the witch. Yeah.
Okay. So for Princess Mononoke, though, like this is one of the most horrible, absolutely like atrocious movies I've ever seen. Like just a bunch of like tentacles flying through the air, and then there's like someone riding on a wolf, and then I don't even know what the plot is. I have no idea what's even happening. It's just like people floating through the air, and it just made no sense. And I took 2 years of Japanese in high school, so I know a little bit of the language, but they made us sit through this movie. And they also mentioned, just watched that other horrible movie, Castle in the Sky. Oh, someone shoot me on that movie too. But I thought that Princess Mononoke was the worst of those two. So yeah, so that's why I do not like it.
Yeah. And The Witch is, I'm a horror guy, but I just didn't understand the love for this movie. I thought it was just, it was damn near unwatchable. Like it just because like they make everybody speak in 16th century talk or whatever the hell it is does not make it sophisticated and good. I thought the talking goat shit at the end was laughably corny and terrible.
Yeah.
And just like just nothing about it worked for me. Yeah. So no.
What is that kitty's name?
Hey, Avery.
Avery.
Avery's adorable. I want to pet Avery.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Yeah.
Kitty cat.
Well, Chris, what do you?
Well, Chris, you're up first on this one. So
I love Princess Mononoke, so that one goes forward.
All right. Well, this one's tough because I hate The Witch too. I thought The Witch was like absolutely atrocious, and like when I worked at a movie theater, we had The Witch playing, and like literally all the employees would like go in that movie just to laugh at it because it made no sense. We just didn't get it. All the employees in the entire theater all agreed that it was bad. So even though I picked Princess Mononoke for one of my overrated movies, I'm actually going to vote for it here because I think The Witch is actually worse. So I'm going to pull the old switcheroo. So
Jordan,
yeah.
Is it The Witch or is it The Vivitch?
The
Yeah,
Vitch.
right.
I've actually seen neither one. So let's go Mononoke.
All right, Malcolm.
I really love Princess Mononoke. I'm going to pick that. I've never actually seen The Witch or The Witch, whichever way you want to go.
Yeah, right.
Aww.
Austin.
Yeah, well,
Check
Princess
it out.
Princess Mononoke was on my alternates, but if I had to pick one of the two to watch, I would rather watch the horror movie than watch a movie that literally had me fast asleep within 20 minutes, like on a hard carpeted floor, which is pretty astonishing. Yeah, like I hate the Studio Ghibli stuff, so I'd rather watch a bad horror movie. So I'll vote for The Witch. But with 4-1, it's Princess.
This cat here, like when nobody's paying attention to the show, everyone's just watching this cat.
That's what we're doing now.
We know you hate pets.
The show is
Jordan.
just
we know
a
you
cat.
hate pets.
All right, Princess.
The
Mononoke,
show is just a cat now. It's okay, Jordan.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Like watching your face, Chris, is like you weren't listening to anything anyone was saying. You're just like staring at the cat.
Of course, the cat's adorable. How could you not stare at the cat? Oh, that's right. You hate animals. Never mind.
He hates animals.
I don't hate animals. I'm just not a pet person. To like own my.
That
own
is the
pet.
meaning of life.
And it's like I'll be nice to people's pets. I'll be nice to them, but I don't.
Oh, cats
like
are the most amazing
I'll say
thing
it,
in the
yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But anyways, moving on, we have Blade Runner going against Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So I believe these both yours, Austin.
These are both mine. Yeah. Yeah, Blade Runner, I have tried, no joking, over a dozen times to try to get through it. I still haven't made it all the way through beginning to end. Like, this movie will put me to sleep no matter what. So, yeah, it looks good, but man, does that movie bore me to fucking tears. And then Monty Python, I just think is not as funny as people make it out to be. Again, it's another one kind of like Big Lebowski I've given multiple chances to. Should try to understand it. And I just think Life of Brian is like a way better Monty Python movie that's like way, way funnier and poignant. So I just don't like either one of them.
Yeah. Well, Chris? Wait, no.
Jordan's up first.
No, it is me first, isn't it?
Nope, Jordan
No, you were
first.
last time.
Okay.
I got it all written here. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. like I don't know who directed Blade Runner. I was trying to look it up, but
Ridley
like,
Scott.
Oh, it was Ridley Scott. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this was Ridley Scott. Oh man, because I hate
Yeah,
Blade Runner.
yeah.
I was like, how is this Ridley
Mhm.
Scott directing that? Then they did Aliens and stuff. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
man, I'm like, jeez. So, but like I actually really like Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That's actually a movie that I thought was kind of boring at first, but over time it's really grown on me. But like Blade Runner, yeah, like jeez, that is a bad movie. It's just painful to get through. Like from the outside looking in, like it looks like a cool sci-fi movie, but then you watch it and it's just slow, like one of the slowest movies, and it's boring. So yeah, my vote goes to Holy Grail. Jordan?
I mean, I would agree with you about the hate for Blade Runner, but I'll definitely agree that my vote in the end will go for Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
All right, Malcolm. What do you think?
This is really tough because I love both these movies so much. But I'm going to go the one that I like a little bit more is Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
All right, Austin. These are both yours.
Here's the thing, though. I'll depends on what mood I'm in that day. Because if I really, really need a nap, which sometimes I do, I'll put on Blade Runner. So I'll vote Blade Runner because I guaranteed I fall asleep and get a nice nap. Guaranteed. Because I still haven't made it through the movie.
Guaranteed, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm, I agree with you. I like both of these movies, but I'm going to go with the one I like more, and that is Monty Python, the Holy Grail.
All right. Well, with that, Monty Python, the Holy Grail takes it. So.
Yes.
All right. And we're almost done with this side, but yeah. We have The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies, going up against Freddy versus Jason. So, and when I had the Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies, and then who had Freddy versus Jason?
I had Freddy versus Jason.
Okay. Yeah. So with the Hobbit though, like I just thought that, like the whole series, when you compare it to Lord of the Rings, this is the candle to the Lord of the Rings. I don't care about these like stupid dwarfs. I don't care. The only thing that I care about Martin Freeman's character. Even though Martin Freeman's character barely does anything, he's this timid, kind of weak character that barely can do anything. And then the CGI, the CGI was just awful, just horrendous CGI. Like the Five Armies, it's like some like 3D computer animated thing that the whole entire way just marching in. They don't look real. They used way too much CGI, and like I don't even like what they did with like Smaug. I don't know if was Smaug even in this one. I feel like maybe he was like attacking the one of the villages or something like that. But yeah, it's just bad. I do like Evangeline Lilly's character. That was like the one more like bright spot. But even so, like this movie is just painful, and it's long. Like it's just as long as some of the other Lord of the Rings movies, and it's just it's painful. So yeah. But Chris, what do you have to say about
Freddy versus Jason? Is just bad. It's just stupid movie. I hate what they did with the characters. It was not believable to me at all. Yeah. But I love the Hobbit movies. Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah. Well, I think this time we start with Jordan, right?
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, you're up first. What do you got?
Yeah, Freddy vs. Jason was a big disappointment here. Not what I think a lot of people really wanted out of this finally big matchup of these two horror icons. So I'm gonna give it a Hobbit. I don't love any of the Hobbit 3, but I do like all 3 of the Hobbits, so I'll go with that.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say that Battle of the Five Armies is overrated per se, because I think there's a lot of people out there that don't like this one.
Yeah.
Like The Hobbit should never try to stress that book into 3 movies, but the studio wanted another trilogy.
Yeah.
But I will say Martin Freeman's Barber was actually accurate to what he was in the book. Because in the book, Bilbo really didn't do a lot of the fighting, and he was actually this character that often just fell into places and just hid away a lot of battles. So that actually
what a
was
boring
what
character
happened.
to make a whole movie on, base your whole movie on. Boring.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, people love the Hobbit books. But anyway, that being said, Freddy vs. Jason is a guilty pleasure of mine. I like it. I'm going to go with Freddy vs. Jason.
All right, Austin.
Yeah, I don't hate Freddy vs. Jason as much as everybody else does. I think they did about the best version of Freddy vs. Jason you could probably do, which maybe not is not the greatest movie, but it is what it is. I think the fight between them is actually a lot of fun. And I'm going to watch that over a 3-hour movie in an inferior trilogy any day. I'll watch a 90-minute horror movie, so I'll go Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah. Chris, what do you think?
I love the Hobbit movies. I saw them all on all like a midnight premiere. I would see them again. Definitely the Hobbit.
All right. Yeah, for me, like I don't hate Freddy versus Jason, but I think like in a straight matchup, like Freddy's gonna win every time, like 9 times out of 10. Like it's not even a matchup because like he can come at you in your dreams, and then also when he kills you in your dreams, it happens in real life. So it's like he's basically.
But he doesn't though. Jason wins that fight in both worlds.
Yeah, but
yeah, which is dumb as hell.
It's just stupid because it's
like Freddy can't kill him because that's the point. Well, yeah.
It's like, yeah. Like I don't hate it, but I don't really love it. But I'm still gonna vote for it.
I'm sorry. That's just the horror geek coming out of me. I could break down break down what actually happens or what's involved with those. But anyways,
One of them was supposed to be immortal, and then he ended up he wasn't. I guess. So go figure. But yeah. So Freddy versus Jason. Moving on, right?
You're voting for that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know what you were voting for at first. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So coming up next, we have The Watchmen going up against Terminator 2: Judgment Day. So, who had The Watchmen? I think I know. Chris. And who had Terminator 2? Okay, Malcolm.
I had T2.
So go ahead, Chris.
So I hate The Watchmen. I don't get it. It's stupid as hell. One of the stupidest movies ever made. I got it from a yard sale for like $5, thankfully. And then I proceeded to take it out in the front of my house, and I smashed it with a small sledgehammer. And scattered the pieces in the trash can. Yeah. It's a waste of space. Yep. No.
Scattered the ashes. Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you think of Terminator 2?
Yeah, this will be quick because just like what I said with the first one, like this is another one that both the Terminator movies end up really high up on like top science fiction movies of all times. Like, I think they're fine. I don't think they're as good. I mean, I haven't actually got around to seeing the sequels because I thought T2 was just fine. I just wasn't that fast with it, and from what I've heard about the sequels, I'm not missing out on anything.
Yeah. All right. Well, you start the vote.
Malcolm.
With you, Malcolm. So you're going to stick with your vote, or are you going to switch it up?
I really don't like The Watchmen. I've got to go T2.
All right. Austin?
Yeah, T2's awesome, and some of the best actual practical action scenes ever made. Like the stuff with the semi-truck breaks through the bridge and goes down to the ground is awesome. Like the practical helicopter fighting stuff is great. Brilliant. Yeah, T2. I don't hate Watchmen, though. I think Watchmen's all right.
Yeah. Chris?
Absolutely T2.
Yeah.
T2 is a great movie. It goes forward.
Yeah. For me, I got to go T2. I think it's awesome. Like some of the best effects for its time. Like it was groundbreaking when the effects came out.
They still hold up.
Yeah, they still hold up.
Do.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's an amazing character for Arnold Schwarzenegger that is literally like ingrained into pop culture, like "I'll be back" or like "Hasta la vista, baby." Some of those lines, So yeah. Jordan.
Yeah, man. I actually don't hate Watchmen. There's at least some interesting concepts, but boy, do I love T2, man. Come on, T2, baby.
Yeah. I saw this one on the list. I feel like T2's like it might be a heavy favorite to win this thing. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, that'll be the end of round one.
All right. So as usual, now that we've gotten all the rants and the raves and the pleasantries out of the way, it's time to Time for some rapid fire voting now. Now that we've all ranted about our why we don't like it or why we do like it.
Yeah. All right.
So we'll try to make this quick so that Malcolm can at least vote at least into some of the inner brackets before he has to dip out.
Yeah. So here, let me zoom it out just a little bit. All right. So first up, we got National Treasure, Book of Secrets. That's the second one, going up against Paranormal Activity.
I'm up first. National Treasure. National Treasure. Yeah.
Chris?
National Treasure.
Yeah, I got to go with National Treasure. So, Jordan?
Agreed, National Treasure.
Yeah. Malcolm?
National Treasure's going through anyway. I'm just going to say Paranormal Activity because why not?
Sure. Yeah, you made it. May as well. Yeah.
That's fine.
National Treasure.
Good. Get that crap movie out of here.
Yeah. Yep. Coming up next, we got Spiderman: Homecoming going against Terminator. Man, this is starting to feel like we had a bunch of good movies in this thing now. I don't know. That's just me.
We'll see. Chris, you're up first on this one. What do you think?
Spider-Man: Homecoming, hands down.
Yeah, I got to go Spider-Man: Homecoming too. I think that's. I mean, also Spider-Man: Homecoming. Also, I'll say it's not a sequel. But Jordan.
Iron Man 4: Homecoming.
Yeah. Right. All right. Homecoming. Malcolm.
I mean, if you're going to tell me Homecoming was going to be the Terminator, I would have said you crazy. Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah. Austin.
Terminator. Come on. Way better movie.
Well, yeah. But it didn't get enough votes, so Spider-Man: Homecoming it is. Yeah. But coming up next, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles going up against Grand Budapest Hotel. So
all right, and host Jordan. Yep.
Oh, this couldn't be more easy. Turtles. Cowabunga. Says it all. All right, Jordan Owens.
Cowabunga, goodbye. Grand Budapest.
Oh, okay. You gonna throw up the old switcheroo, huh? All right, Malcolm.
Got to go for the artsy-fartsy movies. That's not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's Grand Budapest.
All right, Austin.
I'm still not a fan of Wes Anderson. Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
All right, late comeback. Turtles takes it 3-2.
Yes! Goodbye, Wes Anderson.
Yeah, with the late comeback. Yep, exactly. But next we got Quantum of Solace going against The Secret Life of Pets.
Secret Life of Pets. Wow, two very mediocre movies.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure. So this time we start with Jordan, right?
Yeah.
Secret Life of Pets, I'd say slightly above mediocre, so let's go with Pets.
All right, Malcolm.
I prefer Quantum of Solace more. Quantum of Solace.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about either one, but I'll take James Bond over the Pets.
Yeah, I'll take the Pets, even though it's probably not going to win, obviously.
Yeah, the vote that it's underrated.
No, it's not underrated.
It's perfectly rated as not good.
It's trash.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm going to go with Quantum of Solace. I'm going to break the tie, and I'm going to go with Quantum of Solace.
I can't believe Quantum of Solace is going to make it into the 16.
Right, yeah.
It's a travesty.
It is, yeah. Sorry, but it is.
Hope it's up something better.
Yeah, but next up we got Thor Ragnarok going against Training Day.
Oh, Training Day is great.
Yeah, so
Malcolm.
Start with Malcolm. What do you got?
Malcolm?
Are you frozen? I don't know if you're frozen.
Malcolm?
Uh-oh. I think he's frozen. Are you starting?
We're just holding very, very, very still.
Oh, okay.
For Ragnarok.
Okay.
All right. Austin?
Training Day all day.
All right.
Training Day.
Chris? Well, I'm going to go Thor Ragnarok, so you have the tiebreaker, Jordan.
Do the right thing, Owens.
King
Kong,
I
need to vote for Training Day.
got nothing on Thor.
On Thor.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
There we go. The switch up. Thor Ragnarok. All right.
Training Day is such a better movie. Jesus Christ.
It is such a better movie, I agree.
No, not at all.
There's not a single performance in Thor Ragnarok that's as good as Denzel in Training Day. Come on now. A single one.
Taika Waititi is the rock guy.
Ugh.
Yeah, there you go.
He annoys the
Korg.
shit out of me.
Korg, yeah, come on.
Anyways.
But we don't mess with the Zohan going against Bill and Ted Face the Music. So,
me
start
first.
with Austin.
Yeah. Like I said, Zohan's a guilty pleasure of mine, so I'll go Zohan.
Yeah. Well, Chris, they're both yours that you hate. So, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go with the Zohan.
All right. I'm gonna go with Bill and Ted because I thought that movie was awesome.
I'm gonna go with Bill and Ted too. So let's do a tiebreaker.
Well, you got the tiebreaker, Malcolm. What are you gonna do?
Bill and Ted is better than Zohan. So
Yes.
Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted, let's go. All right. So.
And on that note, I'm actually going to head out.
Sure.
Yeah,
all right.
All right, buddy.
Let it bounce.
Thank you for joining us, Malcolm.
Well, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing your list, and yeah,
Good morning.
we appreciate it.
Something like that.
You want to promote anything real quick? Oh no! All right, he's out.
All right.
I'll do his plugs for him.
Count times
I'll
two.
do his plugs for him. Take 3 Productions, and he does rank them and late night on Take 3. So everything subscribe to Take 3 Productions. He does a lot of shows up there. He's a hardworking man.
Nice.
So I'll plug it for him because that's what he would plug anyways.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so just to explain for anybody watching, now that we've got 4, we'll have to use our tiebreaker rule in effect. And just to remind everybody, it goes in the same way kind of we do the voting. Starts with the bottom. So Owens will be the first tiebreaker vote should we need one, and then we'll move up the ladder from there. Make sense?
Yeah, and
All right.
And we did greatest comedians of all time. I just got to point it out that like Adam and Paul got the tiebreaker thing totally screwed up. They thought that it was whoever goes first gets a tiebreaker. No, it's a ladder. So Jordan gets a tiebreaker. Then we work our way up the ladder. That's
Yeah, we work our way up the ladder. I keep a chart here with the X on whose turn it is for the tiebreaker, so I keep track of it. So yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, but should we need it? We'll see if we even need it or not. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, so
Chris will be up.
Yeah, Chris will be up first on this one.
All right. What do you got?
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah. I got to go with Mighty Ducks all day. Quack, quack, baby.
Bueller.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
D2. So we get our first tiebreaker right out the bat. So, and again, just to remind everybody, as the tiebreaker vote, you can either stick with the original vote or you can flip it last second. That's up to you. You have all the power.
Yeah, so what do you want to do, Jordan?
Oh no, let's stick it, baby. Ferris Bueller makes it another round.
All right. Ferris Bueller, all right. Ferris Bueller moving on.
Breaking Pez's heart all over the place.
Yep.
Yeah.
And my heart kind of too.
Yeah.
But next up we got Interstellar going up against Master and Commander. So
Okay. Host Jordan is up first. Yep.
Well, I got to go with Interstellar. Ugh, like Master and Commander is like boring. That's an instant nap for me. Like it can put me to sleep. But Jordan,
I'll go Interstellar.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, Interstellar by a space light year.
Yeah, right.
I gotta go with Master Commander.
Yeah. Well, even so, Interstellar.
3-1 for Nolan on that one. Yep.
3-1. All right. So.
All right. Good job, guys. We blew through that really quick. Excellent.
Yeah, quick.
Like I said, once we get the pleasantries out of the way, it moves quickly. So I'm sure there'll still be some heartbreaking. We'll see.
Yep. So we have next up 1 Hour Photo going up against Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, and we're gonna start with Jordan Owens.
Now let's go with the ooze, baby.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, 1 Hour Photo is the better made film, but again, you put them in front of me, I'm watching Ooze. So yeah.
Yep.
Ooze.
Chris. Yep. Yeah, Secret of the Ooze. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. So that's it. So yep, moving on. All right, next up we got The Big Lebowski going up against the original Mighty Ducks. So, so we're gonna start with Austin.
Yeah, I have to change my order thing on the side here in a minute. Now that Malcolm's gone, I gotta rewrite all my stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's all good. Mighty Ducks, big time. Yeah.
Mighty Ducks.
Yep. Mighty Ducks. Yep. Jordan.
Let's make it a clean sweep, Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks.
right.
Yeah.
Clean sweep. All right. All right. Next up, we got Titanic going up against Mask of the Phantasm. So we're gonna start with Chris this time.
Phantasm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mask of the Phantasm, even though I haven't seen it. So yeah.
What?
I'll go with that.
Oh, okay.
Batman, baby.
Yeah. I have seen the entire animated series, all of it. It's not the movie. So, but Austin.
Titanic.
Well, 3-1.
But with 3-1, it's Batman. Yep.
Batman. All right. Well, next we got Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas against Insomnia.
Insomnia. Okay.
All right.
And host Jordan.
Well, this one's tough. I don't like either one of these, but I'll go with some early Christopher Nolan with Insomnia. So yeah. Jordan.
I'll agree. Insomnia.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, early Nolan, Insomnia.
Fear and Loathing.
Well, 3-1.
3-1 on for Al Pacino and Robin Williams.
Hooah!
Yeah.
Hooah!
Yeah. Yeah, and then we had the original National Treasure going up against Fifth Element. The Fifth Element. So.
All right, Owens.
No? Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the harder ones. Let's go National Treasure.
All right. Austin.
Oh yeah, way more National Treasure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chris?
Fifth Element.
And I got to go with National Treasure, I think, yeah. I do want to say, though, that I see you in the chat, Stephen, kind of following along, so we appreciate that. We're just moving so quickly, I don't have enough time to throw any of your comments on the screen.
Yeah, right.
The chat, we got some fun opinions about some of these movies, so.
Go ahead and throw somewhere up on here. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, like
maybe we'll slow it back down once we get to the. Maybe we'll slow it back down just a tad when we get to the 8 and the 4 and things like that. Once we get to the really inner stuff.
Yeah, right.
We'll see. We're just trying to blow through these 2 other brackets really quick.
Yeah. But next up, we got Annie Hall versus Jingle All the Way.
All right, I'm up first. Jingle All the Way, big time.
Jingle All the Way.
Yeah. Jingle All the Way, yeah. I gotta go with that.
Clean sweep, Jiggle.
All right.
Yeah. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Jingle all the way. All right.
I do right.
And then up next we got Princess Mononoke going up against Monty Python and the Holy Grail. All right. Well, you're up first, Austin. So I don't know which one you.
No, Chris is up first this time. I voted first last time.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Holy Grail.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Holy Grail easily. So, Jordan.
Yeah, Holy Grail, baby, all day.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, I both of these were technically on my list because Mononoke was on my alternates, but I'd rather watch a 90-minute comedy than like a 2.5 hour whatever the hell Mononoke is. So
yeah, right.
Yeah, I'll take that. I don't like anime.
Where's the 2-hour WTF? Right.
Yeah, I want to look up real quick while you're going over and see how long that movie actually is. I don't even know.
Yeah, right. I have no idea, but moving on, we got Freddy versus Jason going against Terminator 2.
Okay.
So,
it's 2 hours and 14 minutes. Good God.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Way too
Is
long.
it me?
Yeah. No, Jordan this time. Yeah, Chris went first last time.
I'm going to go T2. T2 easily. So,
T2?
Okay, Jordan?
Okay.
Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy T2.
Yep. Austin?
Yeah, easy T2 on this one.
Yeah.
T2.
T2's probably the favorite. T2's probably the favorite to win this whole thing at this point. Yeah, unless it comes up against something better. We'll see.
I kind of knew it going in when I saw it on Malcolm's list. I was like, yeah, that's probably.
Unless it goes against one of the Turtles movies for y'all. I mean, who knows? Y'all might vote for Turtles.
No way in hell will beat the Turtles. Nope, not possible.
Maybe. But that's the end of that round. So we're in the Sweet 16 now.
So yeah, these votes will determine which ones make it into our poll, right, Jordan? So whichever ones go through on this round will be in our Elite 8.
This round. Well,
yeah.
The poll will be going up tomorrow in our Facebook group. Just go down Friends and Families where you can find it. So, but yeah, So first, we got National Treasure versus Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Well, National Treasure, technically Book of Secrets, right? The sequel.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because the other one's on the other side, I believe, or it was. So yeah. So National Treasure 2 versus Spider-Man. So Jordan Owens, you're up first on this one.
Yeah.
Spiderman.
Yep. Austin.
National Treasure.
All right. Chris?
Spider-Man.
Yep. And I got to go with Spider-Man all day. Spider-Man it is. Moving on. And then next up we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original, versus Quantum of Solace. So, all right, here we go. Like two technically mediocre made films, but I think I know who's gonna win. But was it you, Austin? I think.
Yeah. Quantum of Solace, you had an inconceivable run so far. So yes, in Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Chris?
Turtles.
Yeah, I gotta go Turtles. Jordan?
Yeah, like Austin said, I can't believe Quantum of Solace lasted this long, so good for you, Team Lindsay.
Yeah, right. Yep.
But I'm interested for the next one to see where y'all vote. I'm interested for that.
So we have Thor Ragnarok versus Bill and Ted Face the Music on this one. So
all right.
We'll go with Chris.
Chris.
Thor Ragnarok. I can't believe Face the Music has lasted this long.
Oh, I can. Like, I wish it would last longer. but even so, like, I think Thor Ragnarok's just a little better, so I gotta go with that. Jordan?
Oh yeah, Thor.
Yep.
Feel the love, Pez.
Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted.
Yeah, right.
Bill and Ted.
Oh.
Yep.
It's okay. Y'all gonna have to vote against it eventually. I have a feeling.
Yep. Oh, we
You
will.
have to vote against it.
All right. Next up, we got Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus Interstellar. So, and we start with me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually gonna go Interstellar this time. Like, I actually really like that movie. So, Jordan.
I'm sticking with Bueller.
All right. Austin.
Interstellar.
All right. Chris.
I would rather stab myself in the eye with this than watch Interstellar. So I'm gonna go with Ferris Bueller.
We have a tie, so I believe Austin.
It goes to me. Bye bye Bueller. Bye bye Bueller. It's time for your day off.
What's
bye
so
bye
great
Bueller.
about Interstellar?
Bueller.
God, just like
Bueller. Anyone?
Like I can thread this into both eyeballs and be okay.
I don't hate Matthew McConaughey in that movie, and I hate Ferris Bueller. So yeah, that's the difference.
It's nothing redeemable. Okay.
All right. Next up, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 going up against the Mighty Ducks. So, ooh. For me,
see, I knew this was coming, so y'all are gonna have to betray maybe a little bit. We'll see.
I know. Who's up first?
This one is Jordan Owens.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm going Quack. I'm going Mighty Ducks.
Yeah. All right. Austin.
Mighty Ducks.
All right.
I'm going Turtles. Absolutely.
I think I'm gonna go Turtles. This is my favorite Turtles of the three, so I'm gonna go Ninja Turtles. So we have a tie.
We have a tie, and it goes to Chris. What are you gonna put?
Turtles.
Turtles it is. All right. Turtles. All right.
Almost time. Yeah.
All right. So we got
Batman.
Mask of the Phantasm versus Insomnia.
All right.
So,
goes to me first this time. Insomnia.
All right, Chris.
Batman.
Yeah. And I gotta go Batman, even though I've never seen it. I'm not a big Insomnia fan.
What? Okay.
Batman moves on. Batman.
Batman, all right. Batman flaps his wings into the Elite Eight. He'll be part of the tournament or the poll.
All right.
But we have the original National Treasure going up against Jingle All the Way.
Oh, Jingle.
So it's Chris first, is that right?
Chris first, yeah.
This is an easy vote. Jingle all the way, guys. Come on now.
This one's tough for me. I don't know. Like, I gotta go National Treasure actually, but like just by a little bit though. Like this one's tough. So Jordan.
I'm gonna go Jingle All the Way.
All right, Austin.
This was kind of tough too. Tougher than I thought it would be. I like both of them a lot. Over sheer amount of times I've watched it and the fact that I own merchandise of it, I'll go Jingle All the Way.
All right. Well, Jingle All the Way makes it then. Oh,
I have Jingle All the Way T-shirts. I have Turbo Man shirts.
That's so awesome.
yeah.
It's the character going, it's Turbo time, like doing the little.
That's so great.
Nice.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah. So up next we got Monty Python and the Holy Grail going up against Terminator
T2.
2.
All right.
Funny, yeah.
All right. All right, Mr. Anderson, you are up first. Yes.
Man, look, as much as I hate to just let T2 to just kind of walk to a victory in this whole tournament, I got to go T2 though. So, Jordan?
Have you seen this boy? T2.
Yeah. Have you seen this boy? Austin?
What's his name's friend doesn't snitch on him, T2. He doesn't snitch him off to the cops. He's a good friend.
T2.
Yep. T2, yep.
Yeah, salute your shorts, Budnick. Doesn't stooge off to the cops. What a good friend.
Yeah.
Oh my God! That is that guy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
Wow.
Sandy Coxey
Okay.
from Salute Your Shorts. Yeah. He's his
Yeah. We don't have Malcolm here. to
Nah,
vote against T2.
I don't know him. Good boy.
Yeah, no.
Stitches get stitches.
Well,
All
we're at the lead 8, so this is
All
it.
right.
So I'm gonna zoom it out here. See what we're working with. All right, these are the final 8.
I'm trying to write them down as we go as well, so I can remember them for the poll.
Okay.
So yes, we got Spider-Man versus TMNT, the original. I knew this was coming. So
It's
yeah.
coming. Yeah. Oh man, you got to play with my heart.
All right, but luckily you got a minute to think about it, Jordan. So because we start with Mr. Owens down to the bottom, so you got a minute
All right.
to make your decision. So
All right. Don't at me. I'm going Spider-Man.
All right, Austin.
TMNT, Spider-Man was on my overrated list. So yeah.
TMNT.
Well, this was Secret of the Ooze. I'd probably go with that, but it's not. So I got to go with Spider-Man.
Oh.
So
Well, we have a tie, and
tie.
our host
Here's the tiebreaker.
gets the vote. So are you gonna flip it or are you gonna stick it?
Well, I'm gonna stick with it just because like Turtles has gone so far and like so many polls that we've had. I just want to see something different. So
Yes.
and it was Spider-Man. So Spider-Man makes it.
Woo.
All right.
That's
Yep.
Mhm.
So up next we have Thor Ragnarok going up against Interstellar. So who's up first?
Me, I'm just writing these down really quick,
Sure.
just so I can remember them as we go.
Yeah.
It's a little easier for me to do that way than to rewind the video tomorrow and try to figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, me first. By a mile, Interstellar, because Thor was on my list. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy
This is
vote.
actually-
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. Well, this one's a little tougher than I would have thought, but I think that the Interstellar just kind of falls apart near the end, so I got to go with Thor Ragnarok. Jordan?
The better space battles. Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, right. Yep. So with that, Thor Ragnarok moves in.
Mhm.
So all right, moves to the final 4, and then we got but Teenage Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. We still got a turtle movie in there versus Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
Seriously?
All right, Chris,
I'm
you're up
surprised about
first.
it, though. Like, I never
Yeah.
thought that the
What's-
Mask of the Phantasm would actually make it.
Yeah,
far.
I didn't think it would make it this far, but yes, made it this far. I didn't think Secret of the Ooze. I didn't think Secret of the Ooze would make it this far.
Phantasm.
Yeah.
Batman.
All right.
Oh, you're gonna betray me, Chris.
Absolutely. It's Batman, dude.
All right.
I love the turtles, but it's Batman.
Well, I gotta go Secret of the Ooze for me. So Vanilla Ice, baby.
It's Batman. It's a better made film. It's here for a reason. Batman.
Well, it's because I've never seen it, so maybe if I would have saw it.
It's a flippin' and great movie.
Austin.
Ooze is the inferior sequel, so I'll vote Batman.
All right. So Batman,
As much as I
Mask of the
have guilty pleasure for it, it's way inferior to the first one, in my opinion. But anyways,
Yeah. But maybe Batman was a third.
Seriously.
Well,
Holy shit!
Well, I
Balls.
feel like Batman maybe would have fared a little better if it would have gone up against the first Ninja Turtles, maybe. But who knows?
Let's see, yeah.
Wow.
But,
Wow.
But next up, we have Jingle All the Way going up against
Jingle all the way, Jesus Christ! I never would have thought. That's all I'm just saying.
two Arnold movies. So which is the better Arnold movie here?
Yeah, the Arnold versus Arnold.
Yeah. Like
all right.
Would like beat the shit out of one of the
Yeah.
other ones.
All right.
So who's up first?
Jordan Anderson. Yeah.
Is Jordan pause? Oh,
Well,
he's thinking about it.
Just
No,
you.
he's thinking about it. Okay.
Well, just because I don't want it to have like an easy waltz to the finish, I'm actually going to go Jingle All the Way. I think that Terminator 2 is by far the better movie, but I just want to like switch it up here. So Jingle All the Way. Jordan?
It's T2.
Yeah. Austin?
Let's have a little fun. Jingle all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Jingle all the way, baby. Jingle
Yes,
all the
right.
way.
Makes it, yes. We
It's a
don't
great
have
movie.
an easy waltz. He's not going to waltz.
Listen. T2's already making it into the poll, so let's have a little fun now, right? Come
Yeah.
on, let's switch it up. Throw a little
fun now.
wrench, throw a little
Well, I
wrench in the
love
mix.
Jingle all the way, so
Yeah.
yeah, I love it more.
That's what
Little
tournament
wrench.
fights is all about, man. Let's throw a couple of wrenches here and there.
Right? Exactly. So here we have the final four here. So this is it. So
All right.
So first up, we got
now I want to
Spider-Man.
see where the hell you guys vote now. Yeah, now I want to see
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, we got a Marvel battle here: Spider-Man: Homecoming versus Thor: Ragnarok. So, and who's
Mr.
up
Owens.
first?
Mr.
Okay,
Owens.
Gordon, you're up first. Who you got here?
I'm gonna go with Thor Ragnarok.
All right, Austin.
Well, out of the two, I hate Thor more, so I'll vote Spider-Man.
All right, Chris. What are you going for?
Spider-Man.
All right.
Mm.
Yeah, this one's tough because, like, I do think that Thor Ragnarok is by far the better made movie. I think, but like Spider-Man: Far From Home
Go.
is just Spider-Man. It's my favorite
Go.
character, and it's my.
Not about the characters, about the movie. You just said the other movie's better.
But
Yep.
my favorite actor to ever portray the character. But they're both fun team ups, though. You got Thor versus Thor and Hulk.
Spider-Man.
versus
Spider-Man.
and
Spider-Man.
Iron Man.
Spider-Man.
Thor.
Well, just because it's like Tony Stark is a complete douchebag to him the whole entire time. I gotta go Thor.
Spider-Man.
Sorry.
Spider-Man.
Thor.
No!
Well,
Ragnarok,
hold on.
sorry.
Hold on. We have a tie, and it goes to Jordan Owens at the bottom. So what are you going to vote for?
okay.
Oh, Spider-Man, please.
You know
Switch
what?
it up.
Now that I've thought about it, it's still Thor.
Yeah, it's still Thor. Yeah.
Oh,
Surprise, surprise. Yeah.
all right.
All right. Going into the championship. So
I bite my
What's it gonna
thumb
be
at you,
here?
sir.
Batman Mask of the Phantasm versus Jingle All the Way. What's it gonna be here?
It's on me first this time.
Yeah.
Jingle All the Way. Christmas
All right,
classic.
Chris?
Jingle all the way.
And I gotta go Jingle All the Way because I've never seen the other one. So
I would have said Batman, but fine.
All right. Sorry, we got to do it to you. The three hosts got to gang up, I guess. but here we have it. This is our championship. Kind of a funny championship here with
Ooh.
Thor Ragnarok
Ragnarok
versus Jingle All the Way for a weird episode of tournament fights because it's all stuff we thought was overrated, but some of these people like, some of these people don't like. Yeah,
So wait a
kind of
minute.
comes down to it.
So Austin, you
Chris is
had Thor
first.
Ragnarok on
Mhm.
First.
no.
Malcolm
Just
had
saying.
Jingle All the Way on his list. Yeah, and he's gone
I'm
now.
just saying for the discussion. So
Mhm.
you had Thor Ragnarok. Malcolm had Jingle all the way. So like technically, the two movies you hated are the ones we all liked. So yeah. So you're first, Chris. All right. What do you
Jingle
got?
all the way.
first.
This is easy.
Easy. Ooh, okay.
Easy
How about
peasy
that one?
squeezy.
Austin.
No, we go up to you, Jordan. Chris just went.
Oh yeah. Dur. Okay. Well,
Jingle
I'm gonna
all
go
the way.
I'm gonna go Thor Ragnarok. That one's easy for me. Thor Ragnarok all day. Jordan?
Oh no, I think we're gonna have a tie, but at the same time, we know who's gonna break the tie. I'm going with Thor.
And I vote Jingle All the Way. And guess what? I get the tiebreaker this time for the championship.
Thor, right?
And Jingle All the Way. It's turbo time.
Yes. Yes.
Turbo time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how that's the best movie out of all these.
It is absolutely the best
Because
movie
it's
of
the
all
best
these.
movie of all these. You know, oddly enough, it may be the movie. It may be the movie on this list that I've seen the most times out of any of these movies. Oddly enough, just because of the Christmas stuff.
And I've watched this movie
yeah.
outside of Christmas too. It still holds up. It's a legit movie. Yeah.
Well, there we have it. So we had some kind of dark horses on the list. Oh, I think that this. Yeah.
I just realized I probably yelled like throughout the house.
Hang on.
I'm waiting for my dad to like knock on over, like, "Hey, you woke us up."
Hey, yeah. But anyways, that was a fun time. So like,
well, I don't know, Jordan. How are we gonna explain this poll when I put it up? Like, how do I explain like all these 8 movies? How do I explain? Okay, let me list you these 8 movies that are gonna be in this poll. Of literally, like, I don't know how to explain. Like, okay, these movies, some people hated, some people didn't. Spider-Man: Homecoming, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, Jingle All the Way, Thor Ragnarok, Interstellar, Batman: Mask of the Phantasm, and Terminator 2. Like, I don't know. There's no common thread there. I don't know what I do to explain that.
The common thread is that you have 2 Turtles movies in it. That's it.
Yeah, Turtles is
And
amazing. That's the common thread.
And 2 Arnold movies. So I don't know.
And Arnold's amazing. It's okay. And then
well, hold on. Let's break it down real quick. Well, let's see how it broke down as far as how many of each person's list made it in there, right? So and see who had the most in the final list. So Spider-Man was mine. TMNT and TMNT2 were both Malcolm's.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah. Jingle All the Way was Malcolm, I believe.
Malcolm. Yeah.
Okay. Thor was mine.
Yep.
Interstellar was Chris.
Yeah, that was mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Batman was
Malcolm.
Malcolm. And T2 was Malcolm. So Malcolm had 5 of the movies, and Jordan had none. And Malcolm had 5 movies that made it to the Elite 8 that we all liked. So Malcolm has the most of movies that we like that he doesn't like. So that's kind of the conclusion on that one.
Overrated, but not to us.
Yeah. Right.
So actually, Malcolm on this episode had worse taste than Chris, technically.
Yeah, technically, yeah. Well, when I saw Malcolm's list when he first sent it to me, I was like, oh man, like, well, most of your movies I like. I don't know what what this list is. So yeah, but apparently I picked all of bad movies. Maybe mine weren't actually overrated. They're just bad. I don't know. So
maybe yours were just people. I think a lot of people agreed that they were bad. Like there wasn't a whole lot of dissenting opinion. It was just like, no, we kind of agree those are not good.
Yeah.
So
bad ones, yeah.
but still, interesting show.
And some things like that made it a little bit. So I mean,
that was fun.
That's pretty much.
I need to do
on
that.
Training Day, that was on my list too, and Master and Commander. So there's a few that kind of made it a little bit.
A little bit.
But yeah. So that was a fun time, guys. So
it was an interesting concept, and it made for an eclectic mix of movies. As something like
Jordan
this does. And just to let people know, we're playing around with we're playing around with another one of these where I know Jordan and I have been talking about maybe doing bands or singers. So maybe everybody takes 16 of their favorites and throw them in the thing, just so it's not a movie-centric one. We do a little music.
Oh, yeah. I love doing the music one. Yes.
But there could be ones, obviously, there where maybe somebody loves a band or a singer and the other person goes, oh, my God, they're the worst. They're annoying. Like, I hate their music. Like, it could be the same thing. So it won't be like an overrated thing, but maybe you have people on the panel who don't like that singer or that band and kind of vote against it. So that could be true. Or maybe there's stuff on there that we haven't heard of. Maybe you like somebody that nobody's heard of and you just love it. But it could be one of those things. We could definitely do that in the future.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, and also we've been kind of playing with the idea of doing our favorite TV shows of all time. We each pick 16 of our favorite TV shows, so we could do that easily too. So that could be a fun one too. So yeah.
But we definitely could have. I know Jordan and I will have a little bit of crossover, so we'd have to have some alternates in the chamber for that one for sure. Because obviously we both love. We do a show about SNL and Seinfeld, so those would probably both make our list. So we would have to have some alternates on standby for things like that. But still, it wouldn't be that hard.
You get Seinfeld, I'll take SNL, and we'll just split it or something.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, or even in the same vein, we do the worst TV shows of all time. Just TV shows that we can't stand.
It's kind of broad. It's kind of broad.
Yeah,
it's a little more broad than movies, just because there's a lot of TV shows that people haven't seen. So movies is a little easier.
One season,
right?
Season out of 12 seasons, things like that. So, but I think either obviously the TV shows or the musicians or bands would be really fun and kind of switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be up for that.
Awesome. Just for future ones, maybe we'll do one of these battles every month, just to switch it up for the usual tournament fights, and one of them will be one of these kind of battle episodes, and we'll come up for themes for them. Yeah,
like another one I kind of thought of it, like doing like 16 of our favorite actors of all time. So we could each pick 16, and then there might be some that we like, and some that other people don't like for whatever reason. They can't stand them, So there's that too. That's another one.
Yeah, I like that idea too.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of possibilities for this, but anyways, thanks for being on the show, guys, and we'll just go around the horn. You can tell us where we can find you. So we'll just start with our guest tonight, Jordan Owens. Where can we find you?
Thanks for having me, man. A lot of fun here, man. I'll see you sometime soon. You can find me a couple different places. Real Pro Wrestling. First, we're live August 21st, big 6-year anniversary event, Crown Plaza in Fort Myers, Florida, as well as YouTube. You can check us all out on YouTube as well. Lots of archive stuff on there, and Fight TV as well. We have a past iPay-per-view on there, as well as this one that we'll be taping on the 21st. We'll be up there about a week or two afterwards. Pierce Wrestling Channel, do some wrestling trivia, wrestling matches on there from different companies around the state of Florida, podcast, and then the Pierce Co. Just movie trivia, some podcasting there as well. So thank you.
Right, awesome. Yeah.
And we'll probably see Jordan again in about a week and a half or so when we do a tournament fights for wrestling for wrestlers of all time. So I think he's on that episode, so that'll be fun.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll throw 64 of the greatest wrestlers of all time in a tournament and see who comes out on top. That'll be fun. So we'll definitely have back on for that.
Brooklyn Brawler, number 1.
Right. We'll do 64 of the greatest enhancement talents of all time. Yeah. George South. What's the name? Special delivery guy. What's his name?
Iron Mark Jones. Mike Sharp.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Pistol Pez Watley.
But Austin, do you have anything you want to promote?
You see me on a lot of these shows on the Movie Hero Network. Obviously, I'm here most of the time, but I'll just promote the two that Jordan and I do kind of once a month. It's live from Movie Hero about SNL, and we've got an episode up there where we talked about Conan O'Brien and Willie Nelson, so that was a lot of fun. And then we'll be doing another Seinfeld show very soon. Hello from Movie Hero. So we'll be doing, I believe it's season 1, episode 2, so the one after the pilot, and season 6, episode 2 as well. And we'll be jumping into that pretty soon as well. So we'll start prepping for that, and we'll probably have that to you guys in a week or two.
Yeah, for sure. So, Chris, do you have anything you want to promote?
Not exactly. We have the scroller right down there.
Yeah.
So, at writer 84. Also, our movie hero Pez, and our Instagram at cscott1128 for the show. And you can email us with questions or comments, or guys, just comment on the show. We'll bring up your comments as you comment on it. Kind of join in the fun. I know sometimes it can get a little crazy, but it's a lot of fun.
Hey, we're slowly creeping up on 100 subscribers. I know it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but we're slowly getting there. I mean, given the fact that I think Jordan, when I first joined the channel, you only had like what 25, maybe 30 max. So I mean, slowly but surely, it's a marathon.
Mike just subscribed today, so it's awesome.
Yeah, it's a marathon, and we're getting there, but we're gonna keep earning your subscriptions. So hopefully we're earning with all this content. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and if anybody's watching that ever wants to throw in their top 64 into the hat, I know we're going to be probably doing Jordan Owens is coming up soon. We'll have episode for him, and then anyone else
ready to rumble.
So I feel like so my friend Mike Schaefer, who was watching today, he did comment and say he would like to be on one of our shows. So maybe we can have him throw his top 64 movies into the.
Or if he wants to shoot Jordan, Jordan's got a note app where he's got all the upcoming topics. If he's really passionate about a particular one, let Jordan know. And people are super passionate about something. Yeah, let us know.
All right.
Yeah, for sure. Like anybody watching, if you ever want to put together your favorite 64 movies of all time, we'll throw them in the tournament and we'll vote and see what comes out on top. So yeah, that's always fun. And then we got a couple episodes coming up this week. We got on this Tuesday we're going to be doing 6 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to be doing the best 90s horror movies of all time. So we got a stacked cast. We're gonna have William Bibiani. We're gonna have Mark Edward Hoyk, Ethan Irwin, and Adam Collins. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like so many names to remember, but yeah, those are like some heavy hitters for
some champion. There's some champion caliber. That's a champion caliber panel right there, Jordan.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Then on Friday we're gonna be doing best reoccurring Saturday Night Live characters. So we're gonna have Adam Gertler on. We're gonna have Jen Kemp. And then I got one of my best friend from back home, my buddy Mark's gonna be joining us for that, so that'll be awesome. And then
this will be almost like a spin-off of Live for Movie Hero, Jordan. We're doing a tournament fight that sort of relates to SNL, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
recurring characters.
That'll be a good time for sure. And then just to kind of preview some, on the week after we're gonna be doing on the best 90s sitcoms with Chance Ellison. He's gonna join us, and we're only gonna be doing one episode that week because I'm actually moving. So after that week, I'm gonna be filming from a totally new spot. And the next week after that, we got best wrestlers of all time, like we mentioned. And then we're also gonna have Steven Shepard. He sent me his top 64, so we're gonna be doing an episode for him. So that's coming up. So yeah, man, got a few things coming down the pike to look forward to. So yeah, but this has been a fun time. So for Austin, for Jordan, for Chris, I've been Jordan Movie Hero Anderson, and we will catch you guys next time.